However the fuck I end this. I think I just pressed the X. Boom. Boom. And it goes boom, boom, boom. Okay. It went boom, boom, boom. It went boom, boom, boom. Hey, Alicia. Can you hear me? I don't see my little circle moving. Okay. Yeah, there's my little circle. There's my little circle. So let's pin it. All right. All right, there we are. There we are. Here we go, and there we are. So now let me go to this. Let me pull up the night I'm talking about in Fort Worth, and then we can pull up the videos from the Crip versus Crip shit. And that way y'all can see what I'm talking about. So somebody can adequately answer my question. Um, I had been going over to the Miss Kitty page too, y'all. Now last night, Miss Kitty, I don't know what you got high with off of, but baby, Miss Kitty was listen. Miss Kitty, somebody came brought Miss Kitty something. Miss Kitty came back. Miss Kitty got on the camera again. Miss Kitty was high as giraffe ass eating that food. Then look like then look like Miss Kitty put some tape or something over her camera on her laptop. And baby, the next thing you know, Miss Kitty was freaking Miss Kitty was snoring. I said, well, what the hell? Now Miss Kitty, was that Xanax? What the hell was that, Miss Kitty? Jesus. I'm obsessed with this Olay hyaluronic body wash. And it's 10 times okay, more bitch. Okay, so look, and then while I'm looking for that video, I wanted to show y'all this video because, this young man right here is what police would say fits the description. But I don't know. Is he from Dallas? I don't know. I don't know. So since I got my Dallas folks listening and shit, y'all tell me. Hold on. I wasn't wishing on the star. I was wishing the back lane. We ain't in the club to see where the licks at. We ain't in this bitch asking bitches for lap dance. I'm scared of I learned it. Him. D Jones, where you at? Because this looked like old buddy that was in that video you had me play. Right? Don't he look like Buddy? The little light skin one that was in the ski mask or whatever. He looked like Buddy to me. This shit here, every time I turn around, I get stabbed in the back. I'm surprised that I'm still standing. Gotta get a little beaner when they taking kindness for free, because that's when they take that band. Can't thank you. Yeah, he looked like Buddy to me. He looked like the same little dude that D Jones, you know, the other day. Remember we was looking at a Buddy in the ski mask. Yeah, he looked like Buddy. Okay, so here go their performance. with OG Coon Pappy. Okay. So that'll be him, right? That'll be the Buddy in Blue. The Buddy in Blue. That's OG Coon Pappy from Fort Worth. Right there behind Yayo with the fuck Yayo sweater on. But this was 9 years ago, right? That was 9 years ago. So my question is to the Dallas Fort Worth people: is OG Kunta and OG Coon Pappy the same people? Is they the same people? And then my second question is to everybody: what do y'all think about all this? What do y'all think about all this gangland shit going on? So it leaves me to wonder, okay, checking it now. If Healing Crystal Civic Association is even realistic, right? Because if every adult is like, look, it just is what it is. This is the way it is. We ain't finna try to change it. It's just the way it is. Okay. If that is the case, then what the fuck? I just want to open just some bullshit. Opening YouTube, bitch. I'm more than sure that this is not what the fuck you wanted me to see. So hold on, D Jones. Because I don't know how it end up with this this man in the grocery store. I know that's not what you wanted me to see. Hood famed Coon Pappy facing double homicide. Okay, let's go to that. Let me just go to YouTube and pull it up. I'm finna pull it up. Hood fame King Pappy. There it is. Okay, so it's from 4 years ago. A 28-year-old man is in custody accused of killing a woman and a young child and severely injuring another in a hit and run crash Sunday afternoon. According to police, two drivers were headed northbound on I 35. How fucking ironic is that? How ironic is that, D Jones? He was headed north on I 35? Hmm. At about 3:40 p.m., when the driver of an Audi A6 moved from the right lane to the left lane and collided with the driver of a Toyota. The collision pushed the Toyota into the concrete barrier and it then rolled several times before coming to a stop, according to witnesses. According to an arrest warrant affidavit obtained by NBC5, the driver of the Audi stopped about 100 yards away from the site of the collision and was told by witnesses that the other vehicle rolled over. Police said the driver then left the location without providing any assistance to the other driver. Yeah, I know. I see that it's 35 West. I get that. But I'm just saying, I 35, like it was a coincidence to me. It was like, aha, like the Coming to America boy. Aha, just ironic. that it was I-35 northbound. Whether it was east or west, it was I-35 northbound. When first responders arrived, they discovered there were three people in the Toyota and that two of them, including the 59-year-old woman who had been driving the vehicle and a 5-year-old girl, had died in the crash. A second passenger of the Toyota, a 3-year-old boy, survived and was transported to Fort Worth Hospital by air ambulance in serious condition. His condition is not known. That's crazy because if it ain't no hope, right? If it ain't no hope in everybody my age, right? The 80s babies and older. If everybody in my generation has conceded to accept that it's just the way it is, there's no need in us making moves today so that it'll be different in a couple of tomorrows, then that means that it's a high probability that this 5-year-old, this, hold on, wait a minute, this 3-year-old boy who had two important females in his life taken by Coon Pepe, is it reasonable to believe and foresee that he may come back and want some get back by the time he get older? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Craig, for the Department of Transportation update. Okay. Thank you. We appreciate you giving your insight because I don't know. I don't live there. So his real name is Kendrick Collins. That's not the same person, D. Jones. Is that the same person? Witnesses told police the driver of a black Audi stopped after the crash, but then drove away. In the arrest affidavit, that driver was identified by police as Kendrick Damon. Hey, Montrese, long time no see. Collins, huh, who police said exited the highway at Farm to Market Road 1171 and then turned southbound on the highway where he passed the crash scene and again did not stop. He doubled back. He doubled back. Wait, I just got to make this bigger. I just got to make his face bigger. If this is his face, this is him. You saying that this is him? You saying that's the nigga right there? That's Coon Poppy? Huh. Let me make it bigger. Yeah, you saying that that's Coon Pappy? You saying that that's the same nigga right here? That this the nigga that was on that stage that night, bumping in the three. He drove on the other side of the highway, got rid of some drugs, and kept going. What are you doing? Kunta, aka Coon Pappy. Are you saying that Kunta is Coon Pappy? Same dude look like. Really? Okay. All right, so now let's go to the gangland shit. Okay, let's go to the gangland shit. So we can see. Let's see if Coon Pappy is the same as Kunta. You think Kunta is short for Kunta? Listen, because in the comments on the Fort Worth shit from that night, some people was saying Kunta. Oh, that might be him. Oh no, they ain't big enough right there. We need the nigga to turn around. We need the nigga to turn around. Yeah. Okay, there go OG Kunta. Let me screenshot it and take a picture. Let me screenshot this nigga here and take a picture. Oh well, yeah, he say his name Gregory Hines, y'all. That nigga say his name Gregory Hines, so that ain't him, y'all. He can't stay still. He sweating. He hiding a bitch. That's a different nigga. He a crip, but Coon Pappy go by Kunta too. Okay, okay. They damn sure look like they could be kin though. They definitely look like they could be fucking kin. Fucking peanut head ass. Yeah, fucking peanut head asses. Well, wait. Huh. Huh. Hold on. Let's do a back and forth between the two. So this one we know we have confirmed that this is in fact OG Coon Pappy, right? Well, Coon Pappy. And then here is here with OG Kunta. Huh. I think Kunta is short for Coon Pappy. Well, that's what Toya ass said. Toya! Same dude look like. Yeah, I mean, because you got to think about it. It is aged. It is aged, right? It is aged. So is this him just older with no fucking hair? No facial hair? Is that his uncle, his cousin, or something? Well, was Coon Pappy, is he a Crip? Is he in Fort Worth cripping? Is he cripping in Fort Worth? Nah, that's two different people. Yeah, they different. Coon Pappy was the one with Yayo that night, right? Kunta just an old nigga like person. Okay. So y'all heard what Charleston White had to say about the gangs, right? Y'all heard what Charleston White said? And I just so happen to know a nigga that Kunta is person them age. Okay. Okay. I just so happen to know a nigga that was put on Hoover Street out there in the land. Um, and you know, Louisiana, according to this gang shit, is in the clear, right? You got Shreveport, Port City, most of the niggas in California, they come from Louisiana. So the way that this was explained to me is that the Los Angeles Crips is telling the Fort Worth Crips, y'all ain't cripping right. Y'all is not cripping right, and we want y'all to stop. So now they got this versus battle going on between the Crips in Fort Worth and the Crips in Los Angeles. And it looked like it's all people that's old than a motherfucker. And I just want to know other people's opinions on the shit. Like, is this really just life, y'all? Am I really tripping? Thinking that we can make moves today and tomorrow that will help change shit in the upcoming generations? Like, I know damn well this shit ain't gonna change in my lifetime, but I know that if we start, and it is my belief that if we start throwing away some of our old ways of thinking and pushing forward with a new way of thinking, that we could put in certain steps, plays, and shit into play, right? And in my head, in a couple of generations, then that'll be so, right? A strategy, right? To change shit. But most of the people that I talk to, they keep it a buck with me on how they feel, and they feel like it's too far gone. Nothing's gonna change. There is nothing that can be done. So I just had wanted to know if y'all have felt the same. And this new Dallas shit y'all got going on, I don't know now. Now, is is the Dallas drill with the Dallas, the new Dallas? Is that two different genres? It's only gonna get worse. Well, D Jones, I could be honest with you. I believe that the reason it's gonna get worse is because motherfuckers my age and older have conceded. They have accepted motherfucking defeat. They have said, fuck it. This is the way it is. And and that's just what that is. So of course it's only gonna get worse. Of course it's only gonna get worse. If nobody thinks that is worth changing, if don't nobody see, then of course it's gonna fucking get worse. Shep, what's up? I damn sure keep almost calling Jones Shep. So can somebody hit the fucking panel? Because I would like to have a discussion. I want to have an actual discussion, you know? Oh, and I think the Jose Bodega Trap Boy Freddy silence video, I think they was stupid for that. That was crazy. I don't know how I ended up watching it. But I got a hell of a watch later playlist, y'all. I do. I ain't lying. I just be going through some shit. I be hitting watch later, watch later, watch later, watch later. To the point where I can hit watch later and play out. And it's some hell of a shit on here. In my little digging I be doing. At work listening in, but I was literally just having a conversation along these lines with my little homie. Like, fuck it, right? We just saying fuck it, right? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. To me, that's what that is. To me, the only reason we would say what D. Jones said, like, it's only gonna get worse. It ain't no changing. It ain't no help. It ain't nothing you could do. It's the way it is if you don't want it to change, or you don't feel like it's worth it for you to involve yourself in being a part of the change. Like, so I just, that's just my opinion. And I know that it's fucked off. I'm quite sure that that's, seen a different way. But that's why I say let's have the conversation. Cause look at these old ass niggas from Fort Worth in California. They is literally in the middle of a fucking versus battle between gang members. These is somebody that's Papa now, which is the craziest shit ever to me. It is crazy to me when people don't see shit wrong with doing the same shit in their old ass age as they did when they was sure. Like, at what point do the fuck you grow up? It's disheartening. Like that shit. I got a heart, right? Like I told y'all, I'm a straight L7 square pussy, right? I'm abuelita, okay? And so I get it when it comes to the youngsters because when I was in my 20s, I was fucking retarded. I keep telling y'all that. I was a real live hood bitch. I was not a woman, okay? I probably was still being a baby mama. I probably still wasn't a mother. And I was Sonya Quarter through and motherfucking through. Yeah. Like shit, the hood club, nigga, we mobbing to it. Hey, crazy. Crazy to tell y'all. The club that everybody used to want to come to at one point, and Alexandria was in the Sonya Quarter. So it was nothing for us. We going to take baths after we'd have been out on the block. Shit, we going to take baths, get the churn together, get mama together for watching the churn. Okay? And we mobbing. Ain't nobody trying to drive. We literally mobbing. We 10, 12 deep walking down the quarters to the club. That's how I was moving in my 20s. So I get it for the kids. I get it. I get it. You have to bring something to the table that is more enticing than the bullshit that's being offered now. Correct. I'm a firm believer in it. You cannot just tell somebody to put down something they doing that they enjoy doing to do something different unless you got something to put in their hand. Just gonna be more, yeah, inviting offer. The monks came through Pineville this morning. Yeah, they was in Alexandria yesterday. Speaking of Fort Worth, the Fort Worth monks came through Alexandria yesterday, day before yesterday. They are walking from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C. And they stopped in A-Town yesterday. They say they walking for peace. The Fort Worth monks passed through Rapides Parish yesterday on their way from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C. Mobbing. They walking. They got sticks and dogs and shit. It was raining. They had their little plastic ponchos on and shit. And they are walking for peace. Meanwhile, was supposed to be the elders of Fort Worth is engaged currently in an online motherfucking gang battle with the old niggas in Los Angeles. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Hey, Juice Box. Hey, boo. I fucking hate it here. I feel like I'm a fucking Martian. I feel like Kodak Black got to be my kind, you know? Like, I feel like I'm a Martian. Because at my old age, at 40 something, I don't think like I thought when I was a hood bitch in the quarters. I don't see things the same way I saw them when I was in my 20s. So it just be confusing the fuck out of me when people my age still see things the way they saw things in their 20s. And I judge y'all. I do. I judge the fuck out of y'all. I just shake my head. It break my heart in real time. I be crying real motherfucking tears. I be crying real tears because unfortunately for me, shit, I be able to see shit two ways. I be able to see shit if it go like this and if it stay like that. And I've literally seen what it could be if a motherfucker move differently. I've also seen what it is if we stay the course we going. So yeah, you know. I guess it's just different for me when it comes to that. But as far as I heard about what Charleston said about these motherfucking Hoover Crips, he wasn't lying. One of the niggas' only body on his jacket was killing the head Crip for trying to fuck him. I'm like, wow, what? So the head of the gang want to do a stick and wrap around with a nigga in the gang? I thought only the women get fucked in. So now there's men getting fucked in gangs? What we doing? What is we doing? Ain't no way. I'm a grown ass man and I want to be a part of a gang, but the nigga gotta stick me in my ass to be part of the gang. I don't want to be nothing like that. Coolly. So I was wondering, but they already answered it for me, y'all. If OG Kunta and Coon Pappy was the same motherfucker, but we have established that no, the fuck they not. Okay, there's Coon Pappy and there's Kunta. I just wanted to know because Fort Worth is not just in the Mo 3 sector currently. Okay, they are currently all. It's Fort Worth got a lot going on right now. Fort Worth got a lot going on right now. And I don't think them niggas the same, but them niggas gotta be cousins. Like, look at them peanuts. Them niggas gotta be cousins. Do y'all know if Coon Pappy and Kunta is kin? Is Coon Pappy kin to Kunta? That look like that could be that nigga uncle. Oh, it look like that nigga uncle. Look like that nigga uncle, man. Man, it look like that nigga uncle. Look at it. Look at that big peanut ass head. And that nose. On God, that look like that could be that nigga uncle. So that's how this started. Well, with me being from way over here where the fuck I'm from, and my people calling me today, and we ended up on that subject about these Crips versus these Crips. And shit, I was like, now when we was just revisiting the Fort Worth shit as it applies to Mo 3, they had Coon Pep on there. But of course, I'm a nerd, so when I go look in the comments, right, under the video from Fort Worth, I know I seen some people calling Coon Pappy Kunta. So I just was wondering, was they the same nigga? But we done got down to the bottom of it, and they are not. And they are not the same nigga. So, and then it was this here little light skinned nigga. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So D Jones came the other day, and he had showed us a video of Jackie and her GRC brother and some more niggas performing on a little podcast. And one of the little niggas in the back, hold on, let me see D Jones if I can find that video from the other day. Let me see if I can find D Jones video from the other day. Oh no, it ain't gonna be on here. I think because I was on my laptop, but let's see. It's the same account. So it should be. It should be. Oh yeah, this one was funny. That one was funny. I watched that one. Who the fuck was they beefing with? They was talking about beefing with some rapping ass niggas. Who was they beefing with? That was funny. Watching their video. And they had the little special kid on there. He was banging. I said, now look at they got the special kid on there. I went down a fucking rabbit hole so deep. Listen, can y'all see? Y'all can't see that. I went down a rabbit hole so deep, baby. I was all at the Oak Cliff Bible Church, baby. I was out at the Oak Cliff Bible Church trying to see who I could see. I was all at the Oak Cliff Church of God in Christ trying to see who I could see. I said, madam, that don't make no motherfucking sense. You need to let it go. Let it go, madam. Let it go. Go to Facebook and see what's going on with people from where you the fuck from, madam, because you is diving too deep into Dallas business. And I went to fucking Facebook to see what was going on where I'm from, and I'll be damn if Fort Worth ain't sending they monks through here. I say, well, shit, I was trying to mind my own business. Now here Fort Worth come with they goddamn monks. I did not ask to come to Facebook and see the Fort Worth monks all up in my city. Tell me they want peace. I didn't ask for that. I did not ask for that. I tried to escape it. I definitely tried to escape it. But shit, I was what a video is. I can't find the fucking video that D Jones had us play the other day on the live. But what fee it? Cause yeah, baby, they had Joe Hood in here too. Didn't Auntie Fee say she from Singing Hills? I say, oh, there they go. There they go with Auntie Fee Hood. Yeah, they had a singing Hills. And see, that's the thing is Dallas, y'all gotta quit documenting y'all street shit if y'all want people to stay out y'all business. They literally got documentary upon documentary upon documentary telling y'all business. So how y'all want us to stay out y'all business if y'all got the shit all on the internet? Like, hey, outside world, come look at our gang shit. I got another rabbit hole for you. Jackie's brother, Double Dundadas, used to be known as ATM Black Money. I know. The ATM boys were beefing with Keywan, Benzo Bling. They were beefing? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I actually have one of his Instagram pictures I screenshotted where he was ATM. Uh-huh. I had been down that rabbit hole. That was shit. That was 2024, I think, maybe. But I want to show y'all this little light skinned nigga. I don't know if he from Dallas or not. I don't know. Is that a car? Is somebody coming to save me? Is that my husband coming to save me? That must be my husband coming to save me. Baby, you coming to save me? You heard me on live? Y- Yeah, I'm live. Your grandmother's favorite says shout out to ATM Pootie. Okay, ATM Pootie. Okay, so we got an ATM up in here. So your grandmother's favorite grandson, 895. Can you please tell us about the ATM beef with Blanzo Bling? Okay, we'd like to know about it. We'd like to know about it. Do I need to look that up? Is there a documentary on that as well? Is there a documentary on that one as well? Uh, oh, nigga. Tywine, see, where the fuck is you from? Let me find out. Let me find out that you up. Tywine, see you in Dallas? Everybody identity's been coming to the table to YNC. I don't think you're cooling. You know, they tried to say you was cooling. I don't think you're cooling. Because if you was cooling, you would have tried to give me some head by now. I keep saying that. But is you from Dallas? He was a gay stick up kid. That's they beef. Okay. 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 Well, see, they had a documentary with one of the new Dallas churn, and that's what he was saying was that they used to just rob people. You from Texoma? What the fuck is Texoma? Hey, madam. Hey, boo. Glad to see you back live. Yeah. What? Now, was you and Miss Kitty live last night? Cause Miss Kitty, somebody brought her something for her to get high off of. Miss Kitty got high. Miss Kitty started eating. Miss Kitty, Miss Kitty started tearing that motherfucking food up. All her facial features looked like they changed. And then Miss Kitty taped her motherfucking camera and went straight to sleep. I said, "What the fuck, Miss Kitty? Is that Xanax? Oh boy, girl, what the hell?" Yeah, I ain't understand it. I did not understand that. And then they got the boy. I was over there in the afternoon. She didn't have a camera on. I don't think so. Yes, baby, Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty went from ATM this song by Banzo. Okay, okay, okay. We could go down there. We can go down there. We gonna go down that road. I just want to show y'all this little light skinned nigga. So do y'all remember the video that um that D Jones gave us the other day? Yes or no? And that's you ain't gotta drop a one or nothing. Just answer yes or no. It's really simple. Do y'all remember the other day when we was live and D Jones gave us the video of I think it was Jackie and her brother, and they had a few other niggas, and one of them had the ski mask and shit on, right? Little skinny red nigga with a ski mask. Dallas has more people not from Dallas in it than people born there. Okay, so look, I thought about that last night too, right? Oh, well, it might have been you, Cooley. My bad, Cooley. My apologies, baby. I ain't mean no harm. Okay, so you remember that video you gave me, Cooley? My bad. Okay, so is this the same little nigga? Is this nigga from Dallas? I'm finna show y'all this video of this little nigga here. Cause that show look like that same little nigga. Is that little nigga that from Dallas? Cause in that ski mask thing, baby, he showed look like the other nigga from with the ski mask on. This skinny ass, red ass nigga. Y'all know who that is? His name is Lil 2Z or some shit. Yo, that ain't High Boy West, is it? I don't know no High Boy West. He say his name is Lil 2Z. Okay, so the scene is what got me. Okay, because I am on Facebook with Trap Boy Freddy. Okay, so I do remember not too long ago on Trap Boy Freddy's story, they was on them dirt bikes. So the scene is what got me too, DDP. That's what got me too. Uh, yeah, that's what had got me too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's not West. I don't know that little guy. Okay, okay. They say he the most underrated rapper in the game. Um, trying to see where he from, but I don't know. But that just answered my question, right? That ain't him. That ain't the same nigga. The yard scene remind me of a West video. I don't know his music like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't I've heard his name as it pertains to the Mo 3 case, but I don't know him. I don't know his music. I don't be knowing these churn, y'all. I'm still stuck. Listen, the most gangster rap I'm gonna listen to is some old school California and Louisiana and Texas shit from way long time. I'm an 80s baby. I'm throwback. I'm really throwback. I'm really fucking throwback. So that's still, I'm still with the same old type shit, type shit. I'm the songs, the gangster music that I still listen to, still has CDs, hard copy CDs, okay, with the lyrics and shit in there. I don't know this new music. I don't be knowing. Wait a minute. So Coon Pappy, OG Coon Pappy, stay out of my lane. So Coon Pappy wanted to be a rapper. Coon Pappy was not Coon Pappy was a rapper. Not Coon Pappy. Not Coon Pappy was a rapper. That's funny. So Rainwater was a rapper. Coon Pappy was a rapper. Neither one of them made it as a rapper. So they all just started supporting and backing the rappers. That's crazy. I'm not trying to do show on stage. I'm just trying to get the comment. I'm the same with old Atlanta, Texas, Cali, Memphis type shit. Yeah, I'm still T.I. and shit. I'm still Outcast and shit. I'm Pimp C and shit. Huh, baby. That's right. I'm still throwback. When Black Youngster first came out, my brother, who birthday today, shout out to Fats. Okay. Yeah, salute to Sonya Quarter Fats on his 44th birthday today. But yeah, my brother had introduced me to Black Youngster. And I was like, this little motherfucker, he retarded. He wants to shoot up the people grandma houses. That nigga say, fuck you and your auntie now. Well, damn. Damn. Good at 8 Ball, MJ, Swish. Yes, them. Yes, yes. Have you seen that Benzo video before? He had the same shoes, jeans, and guns from the highway. Yeah, I saw some. I never looked at the whole video, but I've seen it in other people's content. I've seen it in other people's content. Hold on, let me come to the chat and get the link that you had dropped, Coolest, so I can pull it up. I'm not in the office, as y'all can see. I'm in the living room, so I will not be pulling up anything to share my screen. We're gonna watch this shit on the projector, and if that ain't good enough, then fuck it. I don't know what to tell y'all. Somebody come up here with a laptop, and share your motherfucking screen. But I'm sick. I do not feel good. My husband, doctor, just came home to help cure me and heal me and stuff. Cure me and heal me and stuff. Turn the sound off to protect the bag. Okay. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I didn't recently see the video speaking of, but that's easy work. Okay. Yeah, this the one from the other day. Oh shit, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me stop screen mirroring so I can do it again. Cause I don't know what happened. Yeah, so thank God I had already went bought the ingredients. So I got my red onion, I've got my garlic cloves, I got my local honey, raw honey, I got my citrus. I hadn't taken any of it yet. Um, but and then when I get up, I'm weak as shit. Like my body want to do the flu, but it got me fucked up because I don't do the flu. I don't do the flu. I'm not staying sick too long. Okay. I'm not gonna stay sick too motherfucking long. Nobody around me is gonna stay sick too motherfucking long because I'm gonna get in their kitchen or instruct somebody how to get in their kitchen. And I'm gonna tell you about them home medicines that's gonna get all that up out you. So my husband gonna make me the elixir, and then I am going to get up and I'm gonna go in that kitchen and I'm gonna put on a pot of boiling water with some sea salt. I'm gonna take the peels from the oranges that I got, drop them in that bitch. I'm gonna cut up a little more onion, drop that in that bitch, and probably a little vapor rub. And I'm gonna put the towel over my head and I'm gonna get all this shit up out of me. Okay. All right. No, shut up. All right. Here we go. Y'all see them, right? So we got Jackie. We got Dwaba Dundada, famous anime, famous animal TV. And then we got these here people in the back. Now I don't know Dallas music culture, but now the little one next to her, right? I think I done seen his little face before. But that one back there in that motherfucking, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go ahead and get up. I got to get, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. Y'all see my little portable heater right there? That's a little portable heater. So I ain't got to turn all the heat on in the house. I could just warm myself up. Works on propane. Really good heater. Where you at? That little nigga back there. Him. Him. The little nigga back there with the ski mask on. Dallas, who is that? Dallas, Texas, that's in the quarters today, right now. Who the fuck is that? Who the little nigga is, Dallas? Who is that? What's his name? That little nigga right there. Who is that? Not the big nigga in the maroon. The nigga behind him. Dallas, who is that? Dallas, that young man's stature looks more like the nigga on the highway than Key One's. I ain't lying. I know we saw Key One with the same shit on. I know that, right? I get it. I saw the video shared on another platform. So I did see that. I did. I did see him in them same shoes. I saw him. They did a comparison of side by side. Whichever platform had that, they did a really good job because they side by sided it right? And I was able to see it. I was able to see it. I saw it. Damn sure looked like the same shoes and the same black pants. It did. So, I'm just asking, who the fuck is that little dude right there? Let's say Mile One. Oh no, let's say Mellow Vision. Who is Mellow Vision? Is that Mile One? All right, so this is punching ATM. Oh shit. Yeah, that's Banzo. Look at him. He just be smiling. He just so happy. He's so happy and gay. He just be smiling. Okay, so that's Banzo Bling with an ATM dish track. So there's that theory though, right? There go that theory out the window though. Because Ducky P in the orange. Okay. Yeah, I see Ducky. I see Ducky. And those are Low Key's nephews. According to Low Key, those are his nephews. But I so I'm only gonna speak for myself. I'm not gonna speak for any other content creator where I might have heard it. I'm just gonna speak for myself. I had fucked around and made an ass out of myself by assuming that Keywan being GRC and the Banks brother being GRC meant that they were all as one. Today, I've been informed that the Banks brother is ATM, not GRC, and that him and Keywan and Ducky P them actually didn't even get the fuck along. Because when was this video? This video was October of 2020. So it's safe to say that at the time of Mo3's assassination, the Banks brother and Keywan did not get along. Oh shit. Okay, here go my brain, Cooley. Here go my brain. Here go my brain. So if Keywan, GRC Keywan, at the time of the Mo3 assassination, was not on good terms with the Banks family, wouldn't that be all the more reason to say that? Because Jackie said that she told them people that Keywan was the shooter. Wouldn't that be all the more reason to throw Keywan under the bus versus this little boy up in this video with them? Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This boy in this video, this here little boy here in this video, y'all. There you go. Him with his skinny red ass. His statue. His statue is very common to that of the highway shooter. So what if, right? What if, right? It's a murder mystery, right? Don't nobody know for sure. Unless you were involved. The rest of us who were not involved are just speculating. Or if you do not know anyone, because like Loki said, most of us don't even know anybody that was involved. You're fucking correct. I don't. I don't know now motherfucker that was involved in this. Okay. So that just leaves me to research and assess, right? That's it. Just research and assess. See what the probability is on my end. And so, yeah, that little boy right there, that boy's statute looked like that highway statute. Hmm. So is that why everybody pointed at Key One? So okay, so cool y'all. Was the beef a Banzo bling beef with ATM? Because on the video it definitely said an ATM diss track. So it wasn't at anybody in particular, it was the whole ATM. So was that a Banzo bling beef? Or was that a GRC beef? Or are we still saying that Banzo was not GRC? He was just given a chain, according to Jose Bodego in an interview. He just gave Keywan the GRC chain to help him out because he ain't had no jewelry. And so he wanted him to shine in the video. That's what I heard Jose Bodega say in his interview on the Little Blue Couch. Right? He was trying to detach the homosexual homicider from GRC. So so my question now is, was that beef? Let me see. Let me see if they got it documented because they like to document their crimes. So let's just see. Let's just see if they documented their crime. Let's ask. GRC versus ATM. Let's see if that was a thing. Okay, here's Dallas scoreboard. The realities of gang culture, ATM versus who the fuck is EBK? Who the fuck is the EBK? Oh, there they go. Hold on. I can't see. There go Banzo and Ducky P. There go Banzo and Ducky P. I tell you, Dallas scoreboard is smart because he do not allow comments under his videos. So he's saving a nigga because usually they get under them comments and they really get to telling. Anything the content creator got wrong, they get in the comments and they be like, nope, that's not it. This is what it is. Okay. Make sure that the police understand exactly what it is. Okay. That's usually what they do. So they go Ducky P. Okay. Ain't that Ducky P? That look like him. Let's see. Ain't that Ducky P right there? It look like Ducky P right there. He didn't have the locks. He had the Gumby, right? Y'all remember the Gumby cut with the box going from low to high? And he got a little part of it bleached and dyed with the Go Yayo patch. And his lips so pink. You know, that's good for him. So he must didn't smoke or nothing. Jorge Jefe. Wait, I seen Jorge Jefe. Jorge Jefe. I got him in my laptop. Again, I'm not finna get up. Oh, yeah, that is absolutely Ducky P. He has a fucking name badge around his wrist. So that is absolutely Ducky P. So they say that Ducky P and Jorge Jefe. Y'all, I seen that name before. I'm telling you, I got something with this Jorge Jefe dude in my laptop. Shut up. Shut up. Jorge Jefe. Let's see. Jorge Jefe 214. I'm going to assume that that's the same motherfucker. Yep, there you go. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Baby, don't put your motherfucking music on my shit. I don't want your music on my shit. I ain't gonna lie, baby. Jorge Jefe look sweet. Let me get up. Back over here. Jorge Jefe he look he look Kiwanish. Is that what the fuck y'all got going on in Dallas? Ain't that what Mr. Nike and them say they was doing? They was documenting the homosexual rappers in Dallas. Cause that might look homosexual. And so was Ducky P gay? I think I heard that Ducky P was freaking with no boundaries too. Won't shake. So so the gang culture, right? Cause we heard about the gay California gang members and the gay Fort Worth gang members and here we go to the gay Dallas gang members. I don't know, y'all, because I think the only city we really got gang members in Louisiana is Polk City, is Shreveport. I just ain't never heard about none of them being, you know, rainbow gangs. I could be wrong, because I don't know, right? I'm not in the street. I don't know. But Jorge Jefe, y'all know him? Oh, no, he married. He married like a motherfucker. Jorge Jefe is. He got his wife, got his pictures on here. Child, this young man here, I'm sorry. This man here, could they have been him with the motherfucking? No, because he dark skinned. So that wasn't him. That wasn't him. With his little po ass. They need to feed them more. They they hungry. They hungry like a bitch. Jorge need to eat. Jorge need to eat. See, I was like, is this him from that video with Jack and them? But no, because he's too dark. Too dark. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Jorge, y'all people. We also got the gang in New Orleans. They wear camouflage. Well, more so than regular gangs. People be claiming hoods here. It's a hood thing, you know. The Sonia quarters versus the All Mill quarters versus the Baker quarters. Ninth Ward versus Holly Grove. They got hoods. But I'm talking about the Blood Crip people, Gangster Disciple people. Ducky was PMG, same as Percy's son out of Fort Worth. Let that sink in. What PMG stand for? Pain Management Gang? Y'all kiss my ass. Okay? Uh-uh. No, fuck what you heard. No. This is a gang member? That's a gang member? That what y'all That's what y'all say. Um, but yeah, so anyway, they said EBK. I don't know what EBK is. What is he say? He from Highland Hills. His sweater cost 6,000, and that's it. That's the caption. Okay, okay, little mama. Okay, little mama. He left the tag on it for good measures. Let me get off this man before he come try to find me and kill me. Don't come try to find me and kill me, Mr. Jorge. I can have my opinion. In my opinion, sir, boy, you look like you have reach around sex. Boy, you look like you boy, you look like you have reach around sex. Whether somebody reaching around you or you reaching around somebody. But look like y'all like the poke and stroke. Yeah. Look like y'all like the poke and stroke. Okay, let me get back to the goddamn video.
For those who don't know, Rick AFA is basically the face of ATM. ATM is a gang of gangster crooks. You know, they're from Howland Hills to specifically the Browns apartments. They also occupy the whites, the pinks, the greens. They are affiliated with the group OTG, Only the Gang. Their most popular member is Double O Glizzy. And they also cool with 5K and PC, with their most notable member being the
Absolutely.
Sleep Down Forward. Next, we have Ducky P. Ducky P was a rapper from Oak Cliff. Ducky P was from a group called Born Pay BP. Now, to get a better understanding of this story, you need to go back, right? No cap. We need to go back to 2019. So I'm saying, like, that's the best point to go to. So let's just start from right there, type shit. So back in 2018, shit, Jorge Cafe and Ducky P, that was cool. Like, it was normal to see them in each other's videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jorge would be in Ducky's videos, and Ducky would easily make a cameo in Jorge's videos. Or, members, different affiliations, like, they'll be cool. Like, they would be in each other's videos. See, from the outside looking in, these guys are bros for life. See what I'm saying? But behind the scenes, shit is not how it looks. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, they were also all cool with a group called EBK. You see what I'm saying?
I go to
We
EBK.
all know EBK, but their biggest rapper being, EBK Sarek, the top crash out dummy, the biggest crash out, I don't know, he's just the top crash out that was your, obviously, like, this guy here is, he's a fucking, he's a menace to society. He's a menace. Like, what? He just nigga Sarek is a menace. Now, if you don't know who EBK Sarek is, he's a currently incarcerated rapper from the Keystone Pope neighborhood in Oak Cliff. So I'm saying that, EBK also has no member named Top Sugar. No cap. Look,
So that's what I'm be saying. Y'all be telling us to mind our business. But shit, y'all documented for us to mind. I be confused with it.
y'all be telling us to mind our business.
Whoa. Y'all be confused with it. I came over here to grab this link.
Oh, I put this stick in. Don't be like, see, I got the stick on the book.
Okay, now you know it was a bunch of wraparound fucking going on with these two. With these two motherfuckers right here, was a lot of wraparound fucking going on. Go Yayo and Duck and P. Yeah, it was a bunch of wraparound fucking going on. Somebody was wrapping around some motherfucking body. Mm, mm. Okay, I'll look at that. I'll look at that a little later. Huh. Ducky P beef with the city. It's on Go Yayo's channel. Hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like this shit here is crazy. Look, this look like some sweet nigga shit. Look like some sweet nigga shit. Look at that. Look at that. I wish they just quit involving the rest of the world in they motherfucking relationship wars. And they come on here acting like it's about this, that, and the third when really somebody done fuck with somebody wrap around nigga. I'm convinced. So again, that really makes me question motherfuckers 80 babies and up. 80 babies and older. Like, what are y'all really standing behind? What is we really standing behind? Why is it that we don't go to war with this lifestyle? But then y'all get mad at Kanye West when he say niggas is voluntary slaves. Well, the fuck you are. We are. Look at this bullshit. Lady MT standing on real big business. Say she just deleted a lot of her subscriptions. Lady MT say she's sick and tired. Why it won't let me comment? I hate when technology don't work like it's supposed to. Lady MT, if you watching, just know that I done motherfucking me liked it and I was trying to comment and it won't let me. Okay. Yeah, this some bullshit. You know, I really want to know, like, what is it that we backing? What is it that we getting out of the way and allowing to happen? This motherfucker went live on me and got 44 views. Ha 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 ha. I never said this weird ass bitch name. She mad because y'all was laughing. LOL. Try again. Dirtball. LOL. Go hit everybody link and try to drag me. Nobody gonna give a fuck what you talking about. As you see from the amount of comments and views you got. Ha 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 ha. Okay, streets. Streets beefing with. Baby, I be missing all this shit. I be missing all this shit. But this is to me, it's just crazy. Them Percy boys doing some serious time. PMG God was actually talented. And that's another thing. Like I don't know, y'all. I just unfortunately, I know it's cool for everybody to say that they're a reader, a seer, oracle, and they can see this and they can see that. You know, I know that that's the thing now. But I was born with this shit, right? I didn't my good sis always tell me that I need to develop it and cultivate it and but like I told her, if I put my hands in it, I'm gonna fuck it up. So I'm gonna just leave it as divine gave it to me, right? I hate that for everybody, but we gotta do better, right? And so saying that to say that this oracle shit is it's kind of isolating. Okay, it is. It's kind of isolating because to be able to see things the way that most of my peers do not see them, you got to know that I've now found comfort in and I'm cool with being the oddball out. And I said that because even when it comes to the music industry, when it comes to the music industry, the entertainment industry, traditional entertainment, I cannot for the life of me understand why is anybody trying to still get off up into that. Like, why do y'all want to be Sigma Pi Phi? Why do y'all want to be the Boule? Why do y'all want to, have sex demons and shit like that? Like, I don't understand. And you really sell your freedom. So you really get rich, but you have no wealth and you be broke as fuck. And if it's all about the money, then why not go away where you still maintain control of your soul? It's a million and one ways to get money. Why is everybody still trying to go into this entertainment business when we already know what it's hitting for? We already know what it's hitting for. So it's not about the money. Well, first, the entire music industry is on that. They don't want you unless you're talking about sex, drugs, and right. That's what I'm saying. Like, we know this. We at this point we know this. At this point we know this. It's not like it's the 70s and we don't know the 60s and the 70s and we don't know what crack does. It's not like we don't know who owns the music industry. It's not like we don't know the connection between the private prison system and the music industry. It's not like we don't know these things. So then my question becomes, why is motherfuckers still pushing to get in? It can't be because they think it's easy money, because they know that you could be talented. There's a lot of talented motherfuckers in the graveyard that never made it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, straight up DDP. Alicia is an AI artist. Alicia Dion is an AI artist. So what I'm saying is just non-traditional, right? Why do you need the record label? Why do you need to go under these people who get to control what you put out? They control your image. They tell you that you got to look this way and you got to act this way and you got to sing or talk about this, that, and the third when, damn, you ain't got to be an oracle, reader, or seer to know that that's death and destruction. That's death and destruction. I guess it just depends on people's belief system then, huh? I'm usually very good at seeing both sides of the playing field. Even if I don't agree with a side, I usually am really, really good about being able to at least understand where the other side was coming from. I don't understand this. I don't. I don't understand this. One thought is it goes back to not being able to escape our circumstances, not being able to get a job, got to feed our families, mamas, kids, etc. somehow. They made it this way. Oh, trust me, I'm not fucked up about it. That's like a woman taking a stand and not wearing a short skirt in a video. The next female will wear it out of desperation, greed, and vanity. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sleep on the fact that there were very successful methods and strategies put in place generations ago that got us where we are now. Right? So what I'm saying is for my generation, for the 40, for the 80s babies and older, having bared witness to these changes that those born after us were not able to see. So they couldn't see the contrast, right? They couldn't see a lot of the shit that we were able to see. Now that we know that, right? And we living in the results of strategic methods to get us here. We know that those strategic methods work, whether we like them or not. So why don't we use what we know work and get together and strategize and develop our own methods to produce the type of results we want to produce? Yeah, they made sure. And you can't beat them by stopping them. And I just want to say also that I'm not dumb to the fact that there will never be one side to a coin ever. It's just not polarity. It's not natural. It's not how life works. My cousin is an eagle fly. They go by nothing but hits. The independent group. Boy, let me tell you something. You crazy. You spelled that crazy. I don't know. They are independent group. They in the 985. Okay. They go by nothing. I think you should have spelled nothing out that time. Okay? Because talking about nothing but hits. Nutting but hits. After we talking about the gangland people being fruity. And you type in Nuttin but hits. Now, you know I'm still a Toys R Us kid and I'm childish. These young niggas ain't trying to hear nothing. It makes me crazy. So peep game. After a certain age, you gotta just let nature take its course, right? But as for these new little babies, that should be our market audience. That should be our target audience. That should be who we are strategizing and creating methods and implementing them as it pertains to that this the group of babies that's coming out. And we got to go ahead and catch them because hell, by 8 nowadays, motherfucker been caught their first body. Motherfucker been caught their first body already by 8. But just giving all the information we know about who our real ops is and who really at war with us and what it is we are really facing. Like being the brand new elders, bro. Like at what point, do I don't know. No, never mind. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let me see. I got this in my watch later. They claim that Mo 3 case was solved through Ducky P. I ain't never heard that.
Speaking of an individual, a few individuals who is now arrested and is waiting to go on trial for the murder of Mo 3. Now, allegedly, Duck- Ducky P told Bands on Bling what it is that his mom does, as far as making fake license plates. Bands on Bling then told or asked Ducky P mom if she can make him some fake plates. Now, the streets is saying that she knew exactly why she was making these fake plates. But according to my source, just keeping it being, she did not know why she was making these fake plates. According to my source, she got paid $80 to make these fake plates. Okay.
I'd be mad in a bitch. If you was Armani Rose, right? Picture if you Armani Rose. And your little babies, right? The little babies under you. Because once they your little babies, they all your little babies. It don't matter if they your nephew, if they your kid, if they your the neighbor's kid that you've raised all their life too with your kids. Them your little babies, right? So you Armani Rose and you just trying to hustle and get through life the way Dallas people get through life, some of them. You know, I know it's a culture, right? You got your schemers and your scammers. So she got the hook up on the fake plates. And you fuck around and your little babies come ask you, we need a plate. and you make them a motherfucking plate, and you charge them the $80. And maybe that was a discount too, right? That sound like a discount. Sound like she gave them the family hookup. Maybe she usually charge 160, but she charged them $80. And then you find out that the plate that you got paid $80 for was a part of a couple $100,000 play. If you are Armani, and now the world knows that you the one made this plate, right? Which is, let me see. Let me see, is that state or is that federal? Let me ask Google, because Google know everything. Let me ask. Is making fake license plates a state or federal offense? Let's see. Class E felony. That's for Memphis. Okay, let me motherfucking, okay, so it depends on the state. So let me say creating in Texas. Let's see what it say about in Texas. What is the license plate flipper law? Is that what that's called? Hide a license plate from view. Oh no, that ain't it. Violation typically result. Okay. Let's say falsifying documents. I can't find it. I can't find the answer, y'all. Okay. 504.409. Wrong, fictitious, altered, or obscured unclean license plate. Alters or obscures the license, the letters or numbers on the plate, the color of the plate, or another original design feature of the plate. Okay. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. Okay, let's see what it say. Can you just give me what the fuck I downloaded, please? Thank you. Okay. So this is SB number 439. An act relating to an offense involving a motor vehicle with an altered or obscured license plate. A person commits an offense if the person attaches to or displays on a motor vehicle a number plate or registration insignia that done been fucked up. Okay, but what about the person that made it? Let's see what it's saying. Okay, that's under 7. That's under 7B is the person that alters it. Okay. This act took a place September 1st, 2003. Okay. So committed. They still ain't saying what kind of motherfucking. Okay, they still ain't said. Hey, KW. Okay, so this is when they amended the law. Okie dokie. Okay, well, motherfucker. Oh, they say it's a misdemeanor. They say it's a misdemeanor. Oh, so that ain't shit. Oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go. Texas law classifies various crimes associated with falsified documents as forgery. It is a Class C felony to produce counterfeit versions of government issued documents, such as license plates. The court might upgrade the grades if the falsified documents caused an elderly person to lose money or if anyone defrauded by the forged documents suffered heavy financial loss. Forgery of motor vehicle tags has become widespread in Texas. Probably why they changed it just now, okay? From what Texas, they don't even do paper tags no more. I saw that a little while ago. Oh. Texas laws about temp tags have recently become stricter as a result of widespread fraud involving the tags. Although it is unclear which new regulations will take effect when the law becomes effective in the summer of 2025. Okay. So it's a felony, right? It's a felony. They just say call them. This is from a law office. Fake plates equal real consequences. It's a third degree felony. It's a third degree felony. Okay? That's what it say. That's what it say on Texas Motor Vehicle Crime Prevention Authority Facebook page. It says under the Act 504.946, manufacturing a deceptively similar plate, it's a third degree felony. And say Texas ain't playing about that. All right, so let's get back to my point. What I miss? What I miss? What I miss? I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to see. They stopped the paper tags, the stolen cars, and other crimes they was using for no more. Yep. Okay, so I heard about that. Spoke to KW. Sounds like some kind of fraud, but LOL, no legal statute expert. And this was before it changed, I think. I don't know. Okay. They was taking property, etc., from the elderly. Okay. So let's go back to the scenario, right? I wanted to be knowledgeable before I went to creating a scenario. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that you is Armani Rose. And your little babies done came and you done charged them $80 to make them this plate. And then you find out that the plate was used. The plate was used in an internationally televised fucking murder for hire. Okay? And that the murder for hire was a multi-$100,000 job. And you got $80. You got $80. They pay hundreds of thousands to get this shit done. And you got $80. And now you are facing a third degree felony. If you are Armani, are you a witness? Or you just take your lick? If you are Armani, do you tell them people? Because they sure to come. They sure to come ask you. They definitely gonna try to make you a witness for the state. Like, if they don't, then yeah, the state trying to throw the case. But if you are Armani and now everybody know, including law enforcement and the prosecutor, that you are the one responsible for making this fake plate, what you doing? That's what I want to know. I want to know from y'all. What would y'all do? Hey Siri, How much time can you get in Texas for a third degree felony? 2 to 10 years imprisonment and a fine of up to 10 racks. So you could possibly get 10 years and owe 10K for something you got paid $80 for. What you doing? You gonna say, I don't know nothing about nothing. If you could prove I made the plate, then give me my charge and leave me alone. Hey, mother, twerk, twerk, twerk that ass on up in here. Hey, mother. I want to know, what would y'all do? That's my question to y'all in the audience. If you're Armani and you got paid $80 according to this one video that we was listening to before I went to thinking about the scenario. If you Armani and you got paid $80 to make this plate, and then you find out that the plate was used in the public assassination of three, and that they paid hundreds of $1,000s for this public assassination. And then the laws come to you because now the streets is talking, and they done said you the one who did it. What you gonna do? What would y'all do? Is you witness for the state, or is you taking your lick up to 10 years and 10K in fines and telling them kiss your ass, you ain't getting in it? What y'all gonna do? And they say she ain't know what it was for. Her little babies came, asked her for a plate. Fuck. She gave them the family discount and made them a fucking plate. Say she ain't asked no questions. What would you do? Y'all want to answer, huh? Okay. Bet. Well, let's just keep listening to the main then. When we get to 2 hours, we done. I'm not gonna be here for hours and hours today. I didn't monetize this video, I don't think. Uh I didn't put up a cash app. I ain't did none of that. I just came to fuck with y'all because I was looking at the California versus Fort Worth Crip battle and was wondering if Kunta and Coon Pappy was the same peanut head ass nigga.
So she made these fake plates. Whenever she made these fake plates, Banzo Blink, well, before she made these fake plates, Banzo Blink told her when he needed done, when he needed these fake plates completed, when he needed his hands on these plates, so he can execute the plan on all three, him and a couple other individuals, allegedly. Because again, this is the open case. So she made these fake plates. Whenever she made these fake plates, that's when Banzo Blink and other individuals got with Jocelyn, told Jocelyn when was the date scheduled for Mo3 to pull up and come to your house.
Okay. Now, in this scenario that this guy is painting, and what's the name of him? Dun the News. Dundada the News. Okay. This is Dundada the News 382. He did this video 3 years ago. He's saying that Banzo called Jocelyn and asked about what day three was gonna be in town. Now, we just seen that during this time, Banzo was beefing with the bank's brother. So did the bank's sister really communicate with Banzo during this time? Mo3 used to frequent Bushy's shop and have a video with Ducky P. Ducky's phone call with Keywan will be used in the trial. Okay, so I keep hearing about that, which I thought this video, because that part, I've only heard about Cooley. I guess because I'm a day three or whatever the fuck, but by the time I came, Ducky was dead, and y'all was already saying it, but I have yet to run across a video that talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where they come from other than the Mo3 sector. I don't know. So if y'all have a link that talk about this phone call, I would like to add that to my watch later list. But my question when I just stopped it was, it's in my paperwork. I showed it for real. Well, damn. Talk about looking at shit, don't know what you're looking at. Okay. All right, bet. All right. So I had stopped it though, because my question was in this rendition of accounts, they just said, let me rewind it. That Banzo called Jocelyn after he got the plates to see what day 3 would be back. So well, to let them know when he needed the plates. He called Jocelyn to see when 3 would be back. So my question is, with what we just saw, that in October of 2020, Banzo and Ducky had made a video saying fuck ATM. Okay, it was an ATM diss. And we know the bank's brother, who was in jail at the time, but he was ATM. So would the bank's sister be in communication with Keywan a month after Keywan made the ATM diss track? Would a bank's sister be in communication with the nigga that made the ATM diss track?
Okay. So she made these fake plates. Whenever she made these fake plates, Banzo Bling, but before she made these fake plates, Banzo Bling told her when he needed done, when he needed these fake plates completed, when he needed his hands on these plates, so he can execute the plan on Mo 3. Him and a couple other individuals, allegedly. Because again, this is the open case. So she made these fake plates.
What was Ducky P real name? What's his real name then, Cooley? Cause then I remember it.
Whenever she made these fake plates, that's when Banzo Bling and other individuals got with Jocelyn, told Jocelyn when was the date scheduled for Mo 3 to pull up and come to your house. Whenever she checked in with Mo 3 and confirmed exactly when Mo 3 was gonna come, that's when she hit them
Bimp,
up and
what's the
told them.
deal, baby?
Banzo Bling then go back to Armani Rose, applied a little bit pressure. I'm gonna say he kind of applied pressure and to hurry up and trying to hurry up and get these plates done at a reasonable time, so he can then put these plates on this car, which will make it harder for police to.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a motherfucking minute. Hold up. Hold on. Wait one motherfucking minute. Let me send this to the other device. Thank you to my sis that just sent me this good information. Allegedly, Armani was the tag plug, not just for this situation. Right. She said she turned him in, so that may play a part in her not being charged. She not subpoenaed, so I don't know. What is Armani's real name? What's her real name? And she say she turned him in. So again, I heard that, but by the time I came, um, those lives had already happened, and I have not ever seen them. I've only heard of them. So let's go back to creating them fake tags being a level 3 felony. Okay, it jumps into federal territory when the fake plates are used across state lines. Okay, we know that don't apply. Part of a larger criminal scheme. Wouldn't they be now a part of a larger criminal scheme? Right? So they said that these go from a class 3 felony to federal level if it's a part of a larger criminal scheme. This is a part of a murder for hire. Hmm. So who did she turn him into? Did she turn him into Dallas? She turned him into the feds.
To track the car that was involved in the murder of Mo 3. Some people in Dallas are saying that she made the fake plates for the car of Mo 3. That's not fact. That's not true. That's false. She made the fake plates for the individuals who rode on and slid on Mo 3. I understand completely why people are saying that Becky P's father has something to do with it. Because you're sleeping with the woman who made the fake plates.
Okay, and Ducky P Daddy. Ain't he done been on here before a lot? What's Ducky P Daddy name? Ain't he one of the Dallas OGs that done been on here? Her name is Sherry. Okay, okay. I'm a deep dive into that, okay? I'm telling y'all now, I'm a deep dive into Sherry. What happened to Sherry for making the fake plates in the Mo 3 murder? Yeah, we're gonna look into that. We're gonna look into that. We're gonna deep dive into that and probably come back with it tomorrow. Hey, Melanated Queen, baby. Welcome home. Welcome home. Oh, yeah, they ain't talking about nothing. So is she a white? Is she a white? I didn't drop the last name for privacy reasons in your channel. Okay, if you on IG, just send it to me there. You on IG, just send it to me over there. They call him Demon with the glasses. Huh. So okay, tomorrow we're gonna dive a little deeper into that. I'm having a rough week. One of my grandkids is sick. Oh, listen, my husband, when he dry off, he finna go make my little elixir because I done fucked around and got sick myself. Ducky P's dad is Bushy. Bushy on Motown Records in Oak Cliff where Mo 3 used to hang out. Okay, so have have I am I mistaken? Have I not heard Bushy on Low Key's panel? Melanated Queen, I hope that baby feel better and make her an elixir. My grandbaby started it. My granddaughter got my daughter sick. My daughter came over here and got me sick. Okay. They both well known. Okay. Yeah, I have. Okay, okay, okay. I thought so. I thought so. But I be asking because I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. So I think we should y'all want to dive into Bushy, Armani, and Ducky tomorrow and Keywan? Yes, I did. I told Fee, I think you hurt Low Key's feelings. Okay. Because I'm listening to it and I'm like, well, that's fucked up, so player. Bush and Armani did an interview on his page. Oh hell, ain't nobody got it. It's gone. We can't see it. He wasn't happy. It sound like. Yeah, he was saying, that I was a nobody talking to a bunch of nothings, or I was a nothing talking to a bunch of nobodies. I was like, well, damn. And I wasn't being sarcastic when I said what I said about him. I didn't think that I disrespected him. In fact, I said I thought he told me the truth. So, I didn't understand his live. Definitely do because nobody thinks we remember. Okay. Now, in the meantime, in between time, I need y'all to find me the videos from yesteryears. And he gave you a shout out at the same time. Right. I didn't understand that DDP because I wasn't disrespectful to him. I think he was talking about a few people, but he was definitely talking about what you were saying. Right. He will drop down. He ain't gonna drop down. He don't want to be one of the nobodies that this nothing is talking to. I don't think he'll ever come back to the quarters. If we're gonna be honest, he can't because he say I'm nothing talking to some nobodies. Why would you want to be a part of that? Why would you want to be a part of that? And that's really fucked up though, low key, because I gave you a wrench to make sure that they couldn't shoot you down over here, to let you know that you were welcome here. When everybody else had something to say negative about you, I said I respected you because I feel like you gave your truth. But you went back to your channel and you had a difference of opinion about me. I will ask around for old videos, Archibody, DJ Demon. Yeah, and bitch, I recorded it too. I wonder if they got some. He kept saying we only know what's on YouTube as a diss, and at the same time kept showing YouTube videos trying to prove his point or whatever. Right, right, right. So I was like, well, fuck. Was what Laquita was up here saying about him, was it the truth? Okay. Was it the truth? Because like I told Laquita, the two people that brought me on YouTube felt just like her about him. They been told me about him back in the day. But I formed my own opinion after I had been over there watching his channel and seeing how he did things. And my opinion was what I told him it was. I felt like he presented all the motherfuckers to the board as who they was. And if you saw it, you saw it. If you heard them, you heard them. And if you didn't, then run with whatever. That's how I honest to God feel. In that video, yeah, he kept showing YouTube videos after just saying we don't know shit, but what's on YouTube. I was so tickled. Yes, me too. Me too. I was like, okay, well, come on, show us in. Show us. I thought he was gonna show us some shit that wasn't on YouTube. I thought he was gonna show us some exclusive shit, some behind the scenes footage. This why you don't know this because you're not here. But no, he just kept showing YouTube shit. So again, if it ain't our business, why the fuck do they record everything and upload it on YouTube for us to see? You don't see Bimp Loke recording shit going on in St. Louis that the world should not know about, putting it on no motherfucking YouTube. And Bimp, I just thought about that. Is you still here? What do you think about the California Crips and the Fort Worth Crips having a wraparound battle? But you don't see that. You don't see Bimp putting no type of shit all over YouTube because it ain't our business. You know, he's speaking circles. He definitely knows a lot of people and has been around a lot of people. Yes, however, Duke may have a little more boisterous all over Dallas. You know, I just I don't understand it. He takes offense to everything, even if there ain't no salt in the statements. Yeah, because I ain't had no salt for low key. I didn't have a problem with him. I actually spoke good about him. Mad because all those narratives they spun didn't work. And while I had actually spoke good about him, I had actually said I believed he was telling me the truth. But he went right back over there to his motherfucking channel and talked about how I was a nothing or a nobody talking to nothings. I don't remember which way he said it. I don't remember if I was the nothing talking to nobodies or if I was the nobody talking to nothings. But low key, I think that's pretty fucked up. I think that's pretty fucked up. As soon as I feel better and get to my motherfucking office, nigga, I'm gonna take your wrench back. Cause fuck it. Why would you want to be amongst the nobodies and nothings? And they fucking kill me with that shit. He took your question asking if any of his videos was subpoenaed to turn around and keep saying people saying he was subpoenaed, girl. Right? I said, nah. Now who said that? Because I asked him. I didn't say so player your videos are being subpoenaed. I said so player are any of your like he just went over there and spent the whole narrative and lied on me. He lied on me. So now so player, you got me questioning my own motherfucking perspective of you. Low key. You got me questioning because here I was saying that I don't believe you lied. I believe you gave me your truth. And then you went right on your channel, on your panel, and then lied on me. I was glad I was here to hear what led up to the live he did. Girl, that was crazy fucking work. You asked about videos, not him, and didn't infer anything different. Right. That nigga went right back over there and lied on me. He went right back over there and lied on me. I can't respect it. I can't respect it. And everybody over here knows that I will die alone on a hill about people until they show me otherwise. Look how long I said Woo was cutting Woo. Look how long I said Woo was cutting Woo because she had never played like that with me. And then look what happened. Yo, 2030, he not to be trusted. Why you say that, 2030? You asked once and he went off on a tangent about him and and the one he won't because he gonna point them right to the sector. That is crazy. I knew he was gonna spin some shit. That's crazy. We'll go ahead and spin it. You know, Strong's five, welcome, baby. Absolutely. When people show you who they are, believe them. Right, right. But y'all, my people that's over here, you see them people in the green and in the blue, they'll vouch. They'll tell you that I am willing to argue with my whole chat if a person has not shown me whatever they're saying the person has gone on. Hey, Bookie.
Hi, love.
Oh,
How are you? How you doing?
I'm all is well. I'm a little
Mm,
under the weather, but I'm getting better. I'm gonna get
you
better.
are too.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what happened, but a couple of days ago, when my daughter took him to the ER, we didn't know that he had asthma. He's only 3. So he just wheezed for the whole time he's been there. They finally got him stopped. So they're going to come home today. But I've had 3 other kids over here, 8, 5, and 2, for 3 days. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I'm not going to get sick because my system is not built like that. I get sick maybe once or twice a year, but I get really, really sick, like for real sick. And I only get head colds. So my body never really, even if I get a fever, I allow the fever to just go ahead and burn off like a hot toddy type of thing. And I'm back well in like 2 days. I'm good. So even when I caught the, you know what, I was sick for about 3 days and I was good. So my system is pretty good. This morning I made oranges, lemon, cloves. Let me get this straight for all the people in here. Oranges, lemons, cloves, cinnamon stick. I added garlic and then honey after I boiled all that together. And I'll add honey. And then I've been giving that to my grandson, the 8-year-old. He's not coughing. They're clear. As far as your lungs, as far as a kid, I just need your lungs to be. I don't really care
Right.
about the nose. I don't care about the headaches. I don't care about the fever. I just care about the lungs because that's what they're attacking now is our respiratory. So listen, I really came up here to tell you why I got out the car earlier. I hope there ain't a lot of people here. You know how we do.
Yeah.
I seen the Northern Lights. Girl, I got out the car, tried to make a video, right? Because I'm thinking like maybe the sun is reflecting off something. There's no sun reflecting through the clouds. I was seeing like a pink, a yellow, like a rainbow, just in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of the sky. Tried to make a video for you, but it was too late. Went away. Uh, my daughter was like, "But you seen it with your own eyes." I said, "But that ain't the point. I gotta have proof for
Right.
me to see it matter."
Look, you should have came. You should have came commenting green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham. That's that's our safe word.
Slow walk. I gotta have proof. And then she was like, "But you saw it with your eyes." I said, "But that ain't the point. We like evidence. We like
Yeah,
evidence."
we like evidence. But you see, you could have came green eggs and ham. I could have went outside. I probably would have seen it and been able to record it for you.
I really try to catch it. Listen, because I'm a person that look up. Remember, I'm saying you, I always look up.
Right.
So I always catch a lot of stuff that people don't because they don't look up. They're always looking down for some reason. I don't know why.
They telling people to look the fuck up.
Look
Look
up,
up.
watch your surroundings. Listen, I knew when I'm not even gonna use no names because I already knew when he came over here. Just change subject. Something like that was gonna happen with the Spinnerella and
Hey, thank you, DDP, for becoming a new Sonya Quarter thoroughbred. Welcome to the family, baby.
welcome to the family. Good for you. Good for you. For real, good for you. Because they see over here, them word games don't play. Those
Right.
manipulation tactics, they don't work. Hey, you tell them one story 1 month, and then 2 years later tell another story. That doesn't work over here in the courts at all.
Not over here in the quarters, baby. We don't play that kind of shit.
Yeah, we don't run it on the board over here. So I knew when I seen him over here. That's why I stayed in the chat. I threw my little comments in, but nothing negative, nothing towards anyone. Just trying to understand why now.
Oh, I called for him. I
Oh,
I I baited him in. I
oh,
did that. I baited him in. So the story that I said was not a made up lie. Like I didn't make that up. In real time, when I had got off the live, remember I was on my way back home from Baton Rouge. I talked to y'all until I made it home. And then when I got off the live, me and my people was talking about, what I was doing and the Mo3 thing. And I was telling them, some of the different shits like about the PI and about the Mason supposed to be involved. And my people was a Mason. So my people was like, well, who's the Mason? And so yeah, that's how that happened. So, I literally said, can I take a picture of your books because I'm gonna post it
okay.
and schedule a live. And if I do that, then I know it'll bring the Mason out. And that's what happened. That's what happened. So I really baited him over here because I had questions for him at that point, Melanated Queen. And I like to X the horse's mouth.
Right, right.
Him and Trap did music together. My opinion, him and his wife are part of the setup. Oh, you say low key and his wife is a part of the setup.
Who's saying the quiet part out loud?
Huh? Who's saying the quiet part? Well, we say that over here. We gonna tell it. We gonna say what the
Definitely.
fuck we feel, and that's that. We entitled to our goddamn opinions. I support you in your intentions around this bitch. It says a lot. Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody can see it. No bushy. Okay. Seems like certain individuals are seeking all the credit in Mo3 case at the same time, never wanted justice for Melvin Noble Jr. nor Miss Nicole and family. Listen, when they tell you this, when you hear that, what about the other mothers? When they tell you, well, what about the other mothers? They let you know right there. See, and that's the thing. That's why I felt like So Player had gave me his truth.
I
It
left
was
it.
in it was
I
in what he said. It was in what he didn't say. It was in how he said what he said. I read riddles and McGriddles. It don't. He could.
never
Yeah.
started with you. You knew I
I'm.
was, and I left. I
Yeah.
went later, but I got on. I left.
But
I
I
was
had told
getting
him that. I told him that my regular people don't even like y'all like that. They not.
yeah, yeah.
My regular people don't even fuck with y'all like that.
And if anybody know me, they know they don't see me in everybody chat. If I'm commenting, I'm trolling hard. Trolling is what they call it, right? But I troll
Right.
with your kids. You should have never said it to me because I don't forget nothing. You should have never put it on your wall. You should have never commented in somebody else's chat like we didn't see that. You shouldn't be getting on the panel drunk and high speaking your truth.
Bushy
So
and Armani are a
when
part
you
of the
get public,
setup.
yeah, man, I've been through
Check
these.
this out, Melanated Queen.
I've
Bushy
been
and
through
Armani are a
these.
part of the setup, and
Yeah,
so Player is here to cover up and stir a narrative.
right. Away from it. This is words. See, this is what I troll people with. My good people. Away from his good people. I said, whoa. That came out your mouth? Yes, it did several times. Those are
Okay,
his
so then at that point, why would
good.
anybody expect anything different?
He said
If
they
he
wasn't good people in the beginning
right, so that's what I'm saying. That I, I believe he has told his truth. I like I
of someone, and we knew that. Who's he protecting all that time? In the beginning, it was
People
like,
forget that everybody was cool in the beginning. Mo3 came to the cliff after North Dallas made him uncomfortable. Bush and Trap are close too. Yeah, so everybody was connected at one point. So everybody knew each other. Everybody at once upon a time was cool. And then when people weren't cool, everybody wasn't so outspoken about not being cool anymore. Some of them still played their motherfucking parts. and
Well,
positions.
can I ask you a question? How do you feel about the Sean G character?
Um,
Hmm,
so
hmm,
here's the thing, right? I heard Cole Gotti say on Skulls when he was arguing with Ledoux and Skull that
hmm,
3 had stopped talking to Boosie and Sean before he was assassinated.
hmm,
Well, now it's coming out that he did in fact stop talking to Boosie. And it depends on who you ask on whether or not him and Sean was still talking.
hmm, hmm.
So also, according to Low Key, if you from DSID, then you is them versus everybody, right? That's what he said. That's what he said. He came over here and he told us that people from where he from is gonna ride together regardless. That
Hmm.
if you in, you in, and if you out, you free game. That's what he said. So Sean G from the cliff.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
It
Okay.
wasn't a secret that Sean G used to do business with CME.
Hmm. Come on.
Okay. So hey, and then so player also referenced what Roy Lee said. Okay, well, didn't Roy Lee also say that 3 is not an insider and that he was gonna learn it soon as it was time to set him up and rob him?
Hmm.
He said that about Yellow Beezy. That's what Roy Lee said. So I mean, at some point, like that's what I'm saying. To me, Melanated Queen, all
Hmm.
these people have been giving us their
Hmm.
truths. It just
Hmm.
depends on if you listening with your good ear or not.
Wait, don't wait. Let me. They what they call plays, right? Be they true?
No. So hold on, let me see. According to the paperwork, Sean G and Mo 3 were not supposed to be in contact with each other, but Sean G gave a statement that he talked to Mo 3 the night before, right? Whatever
Hmm.
trap boy group is called, CME. I believe that he came to the board attacking Duke after Duke exposed Armani text messages about the plates he in after he right. So Auntie Laquita, because she wasn't Auntie Fee that night, she was Laquita. Laquita was saying that he came after Duke exposed Armani. To come and try to prove that he was closer to Armani, but that's not the way I see it. I wasn't here when it happened, but I heard how it happened. I heard that he came after this. So to me, it sounded like, yes, she told Duke, but she wasn't expecting Duke to come and tell the world. And once Duke came, told the world, then her brother had to come clean it up.
Right, right. Because when you think about it, I know you say you haven't been here since the beginning. Because this is so crazy that you mentioned Duke. I'm gonna go back to Sean G really quick before I go. But in the beginning, Duke had what they call in the sector numbers, right?
Right. Duke was huge.
Mhm. And he was inadvertently giving up things that maybe he shouldn't have, or maybe he overheard, or whatever the case may be. So I saw people come and attack his character, um, try to actually attack him, do things to him. They wanted to discredit him, so all that would stop me coming out because it was too much was coming out in the beginning.
Right.
In the beginning, right?
Right.
So after they got all these people to go up against Duke, because it was a collective, I emphasize collective, not one, two, or three, several people made sure they got Duke up out of here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Boom. So then they was able to come and clean all that up, spin the narratives that they wanted. Oh, Duke's a big liar. I've heard people screaming that to the top of their lungs for to lose their voice. Why are you so worried about if he lying and telling the truth? Everybody else come on here, spin lies and narratives and tell what they want. So why is what he's saying a lie, a lie, a lie? Man, miss me. Anyway, good for Duke. And he need to live in his truth. I don't care what truth that is Duke live in. Um, the Sean G character was very interesting that he even came to the board. So I subbed immediately and was in every live. Because I knew eventually I was gonna hear it. That's crazy.
And to educate and entertain the viewers.
Whoa, what am I doing? What is it?
But that's how some people brain work. I subbed immediately. Knew I was gonna hear something, see something.
I
people-
seen that paperwork, Cooley.
Well,
The Fort Worth case. The Fort Worth case.
okay. So this is what
Okay.
happened. One night, because Sean was over there being a big flirt. Oh, girl, I had all the women in the chat and this, and this, talking
I
about
remember when
pain.
Sean G came. I was already here when Sean G came.
Yeah, big flirt. Had all kind of lives, but it wasn't that many people in there, and it'd be late night lives, late at night at that, right? So one night we was in the live, and they was like, and he was talking music, right? People was talking music because we was talking about old school music and new school music, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, you do music," and then no, somebody else put in the chat, "No, he was security. He do security for Mo3." If you would have seen the look on that nigga face and how mad he got.
Okay, so then that adds a third person. Okay.
Whoa, shit! Why you mad?
Because also, right, what's his name? Well, hold on, let me get back to his name. I don't want to say it wrong. What was his name? Coon Pappy. Coon Pappy was trying to be a music artist. Rainwater was trying to be a music artist. Sean G was trying to be a music artist. Okay, keep going. I just want to point that out.
No, because it was a light conversation about music. When somebody said, "Oh no, you do security for 3," he said, "No, I ain't no security for no effing body. I do music." I was like, "Dang, we ain't never heard nothing." Then they start trolling him like, "Nigga, we ain't never heard nothing and this, and this," right? So he started telling us that he had his own company. He do music. He had people he was up under him and all kind of crazy stuff. Listen,
5:30.
whenever somebody would say or try to go towards leaning towards talking about 3, he'd be like, "You can get up out of here with that." I'm like, "You putting people out your chat because they want to talk about 3? This the Mo3 sector." He was
Okay,
going
but
where people like
I
me.
also heard about, but was not here for, when they said that Rain was paying people to spin a certain narrative,
That's
right?
right. Yes.
And they said that a lot of content creators started changing the way they covered the Mo3 assassination after that. I heard people say that.
You're absolutely right. They actually tried to not talk about 3 at all.
No, but they want him talked about because to
But
keep him talked about keeps his music relevant, keeps
yeah, but only if you letting them tell you.
control the way that he talked about. Right.
So you say something because me, this is why they don't like me. Because like I said, I remember everything you say, put on your wall, troll. I don't care. Don't say it. I would type something. It would be 300-400 people in the chat. Why would you just see my little comment out of 400 people's up in here? That's crazy. At one point, madam, I'm gonna tell you something. You're not lying about what you're saying. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I told you this before. At one point, I was blocked on 5 pages.
Shit.
Remember, I told you they keep blocking me.
Yeah.
Remember about 2 years ago or so, I said, madam, I'm blocked so many places. Remember, I told you that.
Yeah.
Why are y'all blocking me in this the Mo3 sector? I want to talk about 3. I want to hear his music. I want to see that y'all went to the function. Y'all supporting his mama. What? So this not the Mo3 sector? Let me know so I can leave. Since
But
y'all
when
keep.
Rain said fuck that bitch, everybody was cool with it. Everybody was cool with Rain saying fuck that bitch. Let me tell you something. I got friends I grew up with who mama was on crack, straight crack. They would have to sleep at our house and whoever house they could sleep at because she didn't just smoke crack. She was a crackhead. And guess what? Them people still love their motherfucking mama. So saying that to say, okay, they could say Miss Nicole stole some money.
So
But at the end of the day, that man loved his motherfucking mama.
Mhm. I don't care what she stole. She don't have a son. See, and that's why probably I was getting blocked in a lot of chats. Y'all don't get to the bottom root problem. Someone lost their life. You think I care about who's sleeping with who? I really don't. Who got kids taken? I don't care about none of that. This is the Mo 3 sector. Y'all spinning so many
Well,
narratives.
this isn't the Mo 3 sector. That's the thing. I when
I'm
I
saying like
came,
you.
Melanated
You're,
Queen, I
you're
was
saying like
here.
you.
I was here after 8-8 came after I came, at least as 8-8. I do see where 8-8 was here, but she would have different names when she would hit the panel. But I remember when she came as 8-8. I remember that. And I remember that after she came, the Dallas bloggers definitely started promoting uh that this ain't the Mo 3 sector, this is the Dallas sector. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that.
They kept trying to. That matter, I was blocked so many places because I was trying to figure out. Wait a minute, what's going on? What happened? Why y'all changing y'all stories?
Hey,
Y'all
Petty Veggie.
what? What happened?
So I think that in the days following Three's death, just like Low Key came over here and told us, a lot of them came to YouTube too. And I think when they saw how everybody in the world, because remember, they said that Three didn't have no love until he
Yeah,
died, which
right.
was a lie. That was just Dallas's perception because
Um,
Three even stated, Rain even stated that Three got rich from doing shows outside of Dallas, outside of
mhm,
Texas. Okay.
mhm,
So that means that the world, the rest of America, saw him and invested in him. They paid for him no matter what the ticket was. He said he was going for what he said, 40,000 a show, something like that. So all across America, you had promoters who said he was worth whatever he said he was worth. And then you had people coming to those shows who paid whatever the promoter said for them to pay. And if they was paying him 40K, then I know damn well. If I'm not mistaken, that ticket, baby, do you remember how much the ticket was for Mo3 when he came here? I don't remember. But what did I do now? Duke, ain't nobody said you did nothing. Did we say Duke did something?
no.
Actually, what we said, Duke, was that you was telling truth. We said that you was telling the truth, and they
Right.
all tried to discredit you. That's what we said
In the beginning, right.
in the beginning. Correct.
He was telling too much truth. He used to get numbers. I'm not gonna lie. I've been here a while.
Cool. What you mean? I tried music. I stopped music when Don Coolion died.
But
Uh,
we're not talking business.
Duke, you just trying to have a problem? It looked like you just trying to have a problem.
We weren't even talking about.
Yeah, it looked like you just trying to have a problem. Why are you trying to have a problem? What's wrong with you and So Player? Live was sent to me. That's fine, but I don't see where we spoke anything negative of you, Duke. I could be wrong. My memory ain't too good. I got a head cold, it seemed like. So y'all remind me of what we said about Duke that could have been negative. Oh, you read up and seen what somebody had said when they said that y'all all used to try music. So I actually was making the connection or just pointing out the fact that Coon Pappy, because I didn't know until I was on this live that Coon Pappy was a rapper. I thought he was just Trap's investor. Um, Coon Pappy, Rainwater,
Excuse
and
me, ma'am. I don't have no issue with nobody. Somebody sent me the live, and I guess you looked at the words, and I was like, "What do I do now?" I should have put like LOL, but I'm not a
oh,
LOL with
okay.
smiley face nigga, so
Yeah,
I
well,
just
Duke,
don't.
I ain't got no problems with you,
No,
baby.
no, no. It's like a figure speed. Well, what did I do now? You
Yeah, I feel
understand
you.
that? Yeah,
I
and
feel
so,
you.
and so before I said anything, I just read up to see what else was being if then because somebody sent it to me. They didn't say any. They just sent it to me. So I was like, all right, well, let me see. Well, what did I do now?
Well,
Right? Because
absolutely. So it's a rule over here that if I speak your name on the panel, you are more than welcome to hit this bitch. I don't
yeah,
I don't like
I don't
just
like
discussing
typing
people.
anyway. I don't
Yeah.
really. I'm not no commenter. I'm not a fan.
Okay, well, here's the
Daryl.
person who said your name. They said, Duke, if you're referring to my comment, So Player was hating hard when a few people said Duke Farrow was well known and So Player wasn't.
Yeah.
And see, Strong Survive. I saw Strong Survive over there in your chat. Strong Survive saying nothing bad, Duke. So they sent
Oh
you the
yeah.
live, but I think because we were just building as it pertains to the assassination of Mo 3. I don't think they sent it to you because, we was over here.
No, I get it. That's
Yeah.
why I read up and so I just responded to what's the name, which means he was like, let that sink in, my nigga.
Yeah,
Somebody passed away and I couldn't
no,
even think about it.
I was saying
So
that.
I was just
I used to
responding
be
to
a
him
listener
because
to it.
niggas like trolling and just saying stuff, but like that hurt. I'm like, we was doing music together. I couldn't, but anyway, um now, So Player, he's known in Oak Cliff for being, what he does. He does the camera stuff and so he was known, but he wasn't known like viral known. But he did get known for coming at me through Ratchet, trying to get me to respond to them. That's how the niggas came about. And then he tried to deflect from the Armani Rose thing because that was the first evidence on who was on the bridge when she messaged me and said that it was Keywan. That's my nephew. So I just cut ties with her and posted it so Mo3 Mama and them could see it.
And then after that, So Player came and did the interview, right?
He 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 tried to get me to talk to him, but I didn't want to talk to him. So he was calling me names, all this stuff. Come over here, you can't do this. And I was already in Florida. So he was talking, just saying stuff, but I wouldn't hear anyway. So it's easy for him to do all of that. Then Ratchet, he tried to get an interview from me after Sko interviewed me. Sko interviewed Rain, then he interviewed me. Then Ratchet wanted to interview with me after he interviewed Sko, and I was like, "Nah, I don't want to talk to you, fam." He was like, but he came to me with the So Player stuff. I didn't want to talk. Like y'all niggas is trying to get information and all this other stuff so y'all can clout chase and make a mockery of his name, which they end up doing anyway. But they just kept on going back and forth. Him and Sko teamed up. They went against me for a while. Then comes Polar. Then comes what's that nigga's
Hey,
name?
sweet babe, welcome home.
Uh MHB. And then shit, history wrote itself after that. They all went against me, and that's how it's been.
So
It
they
is what
say,
it is.
how did Armani know that there was that there was Keywan on the
Be-
interstate with a
because
mask
she
on?
did the plates. It's in the text. Like she seen that the plates was on the car, and she knew that was him. So how did she know? It tripped me out that she even said that it was him. She was like, "Cause I did the plates on them hoes." Cause she remembered that she did the plates for the Camaro, for a Camaro. So she probably thought about it, seen him pull off in a Camaro, did the plates for him, and she did the plates for that very Camaro that was on the freeway.
Right, right.
So she remembered, like, damn, I didn't know what he was finna do. So Keywan drove the car to her to get the plates because they ain't do plates. So
Right.
that's what. So when I posted that, here goes Jackie telling Daryl, I was live. Daryl comes to my live and he said Jackie said it was him too. So now two people are saying it's him, and they went and got him right
So
after I
Duke,
posted him.
so in this live, they showed me a video that was filmed in October of 2020, and it was
Yeah,
Ducky and Keywan, and
yeah,
it was a ATM diss song.
yeah,
And Jackie's brother
yeah,
was ATM at the time.
yeah,
So I'm like, if Brother Banks was ATM
yeah,
and Keywan and Ducky were beefing with Brother Banks,
yeah.
then would that mean that Jackie would say it was Keywan and it wasn't him? Like, was he the foul guy? Because ain't no way you dissing my brother as close as they are as a family, and
Yeah,
I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that was interesting to me.
yeah. The messages are still out there that she sent to Daryl, right? I'm gonna repost them again or do a video again and put them out there so people see it again. Those
Okay.
two, put them together because I've never put them together. It's the first time I thought to put them together. I'm gonna put up Monty Rose, then I'm gonna put the messages from the girl to Daryl. So people can just see these were the two things that got Keywan, and then his pings, and then whatever else happened. But those two things, because Detective Barnes hit me up about Armani Rose and the Daryl shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is Daryl?
Daryl is Jackie's friend.
Okay.
Excuse me. More interject
It's
for
a
one
nigga,
minute.
it's a nigga who when she said it, when she said Daryl don't tell nobody. He was like, man, fuck that shit, huh?
I just want to interject because you know who I am, and I was explaining,
Who was that?
madam, what
That's
was
melanated
going on.
queen.
Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I've been around since you had numbers back way back. You know that. You know that. I used to
Yeah.
have my real name. Didn't I have my real name up here, Duke? Remember back in the day? You said y'all better change y'all name. Y'all got y'all real names and shit on here. Do you
Oh
remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long ago that was? You told me change my name. That was some years, wasn't it, Duke?
Yeah. I mean, I tell everybody that because people don't know that they got their real name up here until they comment.
And did we come on here back in the days and be commenting with our real names? I was just explaining to Madam those days back then when you had the
Yeah.
number.
Everybody was new. This was
Non-money.
before
Yeah,
this
she
was
didn't
before
know.
this was before channels were monetized.
She didn't know. She didn't know, Duke. I just brought your name up in that aspect. That's it. I brought
Yeah.
your name up in that aspect, and I was explaining Madam back then they all turned on you. I seen all that, a collective, a bunch of people, and we're trying to
So
get you.
I had wanted to know who this dude here was. Do you know who that is?
Who?
Who is that with the ski mask on back there?
Uh
So he's with Jackie. There go Jackie brother. And there's some more dudes, but this here little red dude up here with this ski mask on, who is that?
oh, that's interesting that they did that. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, that's a dope. That's a dope. Trying to match the silhouette, but I mean, I don't know how far you gonna get it. I mean, because every time I did that, people was like, "Nigga, you cloud chasing." Nah, nigga, I'm just blaming everybody on their side. Fuck them until somebody say something. I don't care.
Right.
Fuck them.
'Cause- okay, they say it's probably fats.
You say it's
Um,
probably fats. I
yeah,
mean, it
that's what
could
somebody
be.
in the comments say.
Well. Since I'm sitting here now, of course they're gonna answer later on and say it's not him or it is him. So I'm gonna just say it could be, and yeah, y'all run with that and see what the fuck you
Because
get.
my thing was right since learning in this live that Jack I've been heard Jackie say that she told the people that was Keywan. But then in this live I learned that because in my head, Keywan and the bank's brother, they was all GRC in my head. But then in this live, I learned and stand corrected that now he
Yeah,
was ATM.
yeah, that's
And
ATM.
Keywan them was actually beefing with him. They gave me
Yeah,
the video. It was October 2020. I'm like, whoa, wait a
yeah.
minute. So what if the little skinny nigga next to her is who was on the highway? And because they was beefing with Keywan, they threw it on him. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
no,
I just be
no,
trying to make some sense of some
no.
shit.
That can't be if Key One is charged for shooting Graham.
Right.
So that's your notes. Yes, there. So if you would have responded to them, well, y'all didn't hear me the other day say that Key One aggravated such and such against Graham. That would have
Oh,
killed all of them.
I did a live on it. I showed all the
Oh, okay.
paperwork and everything. I did a live
No,
on
I
it.
know you did the live on him, but I'm talking about the response to who that nigga is. Oh, but you did
Oh,
it.
okay.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I like just like I accused that nigga from Waco, the light skinned nigga. I said, yeah, nigga, look at his body, look at his build. I got matching running skis, silhouette, everything. But then I just didn't, I don't give a shit about the other side. I'm gonna blame all them niggas. If you look like it, then I'm saying, nigga, it was you. Just like on Life, when they lined everybody up, and niggas like, who's the father of that baby? Everybody had to line up, so I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. And I'm back in the city, and I'm saying the same thing that I've been saying that they said I can't say here. So, ain't none of these slow player. He ain't called me out yet. These niggas know I'm here, and they know what's going on. They done disrespected me all these years, and ain't now none of these niggas came outside, called me to nothing. And it just is what it is. But people are waking up to us. Toya even waking up and seeing the light. As soon as they start talking about Hector, and they try to shut her down about talking about Hector. Hector's a fucking hero. He was with Mo3. He wasn't against Mo3. So shit, once that part getting on, we can kind of see why Rainwater didn't say nothing about it.
But can I comment on that? Because immediately when Toya started speaking up for Hector, oh, they all went against her. They start flagging her pages every time she went live. She had got frustrated, said, "I'm finished. I'm done." I remember that. I remember that dude.
Yeah,
I remember she
yeah.
was frustrated. And she said, "Y'all keep doing this to me, and all I'm trying to do is bring truth out of it and just quit the channel and never come back." This she do.
If you tell the truth on here, this is what they do. They've always done this. That's all they can do. That's all they're gonna do. When
Well,
I got
that's
on
why
here,
I decided that I didn't want to be a part of the in crowd. And so I stayed over here in my own little corner, in my own little chair, doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. And so, with that being said, I heard, right? I heard them
yeah,
say that the reason why they didn't see a point in discussing the Hector murder was because whoever had killed Hector did so in trying to prevent Mo 3 from being killed. And since this is supposed to be the Mo 3 sector, they couldn't understand why that was being highlighted. I said, okay, duly noted, right? I mean, because that is
mhm.
the truth, right? And it's, I felt that when they argued their case, I understood that. I absolutely understood that, especially because, okay, my boy, the news highlighted his killing as a tale of two shootings because his shooting was a result of a shooting that happened 15 minutes earlier than that. So I know how I would feel if I'm over here talking about my child and what happened to my child, and then the other nigga people come over here talking about what happened to him.
Yeah.
Find you somewhere else to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like find your own audience. So even when So Player low key had asked me what about the other mothers from the other side who had
Yeah.
lost, who had taken a loss, my response to him was prayers and condolences to them. But here, this specific section is like we watching interactive TV, and this network is about the assassination of Mo 3. And not
Yeah.
only that, but the parents who were from the other side, they had a choice to make just like Nicole did. And they chose blood for their children's blood. And that was their God-given right. They're not wrong. However, this is the Mo 3 sector where the Mo 3 fans came to see what happened to Mo 3. Um, and so I was talking about Miss Nicole and how I felt about wanting her to know exactly what happened to her child, you know.
Hmm.
So that's how I feel about that as it pertains to Hector as well. Is I get it. Every life is important. All of their lives were taken senselessly. However, everybody chooses the family, the fans, everybody chooses in that moment which path they want to take moving forward. And so Oak Cliff decided that they wanted to keep it street, keep it off the internet, strategize and get justice in blood. They're entitled to that. Nobody said they were wrong for it.
However,
However, as a result, right, nevertheless, once they got it back in blood, they absolutely got it back in blood from someone who was beloved by the world. And you did
however,
so on the internet, on the interstate in broad daylight. So not only was he beloved by the world, but it was broadcasted to people who never even heard of him. They just saw a man being killed on the internet, on the interstate.
however, however, if
Okay.
you we're right now we're talking about the inner circle. So the reason why knowing what happened to Hector is important is because Rainwater has never said what happened to Hector and he was there. That's why it's important. Because if
So
we figure out why Rain has never clarified what happened to him, then we have a good understanding on why things were covered up and if it was accident. That's
Duke, what
it.
happened? Okay, you
Oh,
back.
you can hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
look.
heard you. You had just went out.
So so basically Hector being thrown out there, nobody wanted that. His family is listening for answers right now. So if Hector is a hero and he was with Mo 3, that story needs to be told because Peach had told a portion of the story. Sean G ain't said nothing. Rainwater ain't said nothing. But Rainwater, if you can divulge information on the freeway and say that Keywan didn't shoot Mo 3, he didn't do the fatal blow and he ran into his shooter. Well, say what happened to Hector then. Because if anybody from y'all's camp accidentally hit Hector, you should say that. But that's where we are. This is all inner circle stuff. We're not talking about Trap. We ain't talking about Freddie.
Right.
We're talking about inner circle now. This is so inner circle. We're talking about Jackie's brother now because she's part of the inner circle. She's a part of
I've
Mo3's
been
inner circle.
asking, Duke. I've
No,
been
no,
asking
no.
why nobody was talking about Brother Banks
No,
when I saw he was GRC.
not Brother Banks. I'm just saying right now, this is the era, this is the episode or series of the inner circle of the Mo3 Power movie or whatever,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
That's where we're at right now. Everything that y'all are talking about are people who were actually around him. Everything, this ain't even got nothing to do with the ops no more. Right now, everybody is bringing out things that have to do with who was around him. And that's what we talking about. You reshifted the focus back to Jerry, what's the name? But that's about it. There's nothing you can really say about the other side because his inner circle had a whole bunch of shit going on around it.
A lot of his inner circle was from Oak Cliff.
All of them were. Every last one of them. Shit, all of them went to Oak Cliff schools, DeSoto, Duncanville. His girl went to fucking Keela. She went to DeSoto or Duncanville. He came, Mo3 came to the North. The North shitted on him. So then he got taken in Oak Cliff. So everybody that he dealt with is from Oak Cliff, basically.
And we've heard since Mo3's assassination, everybody from Oak Cliff come on the internet, whether they're acting like they want justice for 3 or not, they've all consistently across the board made it known that it's Oak Cliff America versus everybody, that they gonna stick together. So to me, that spoke volumes. There it is right there.
Yeah, like for people to be going against Pharaoh, yelling Oak Cliff business and saying I can't come to Oak Cliff. My nigga, I'm the only nigga that come to Oak Cliff and fight all of you niggas at one time and deal what it is. And I'm still here to tell the story. You niggas don't scare me. But I've been attacked by everybody from Oak Cliff. And people like, yeah, they ran you out of Oak Cliff. No, they didn't. I went over there, I fought, and then I left peacefully. It is what it is. It's no nothing. Yeah, they jumped me. Them niggas some hoes. That's what they do. But Oak Cliff has been running the whole board forever. And then now you got people from Fort Worth. And then you had all of the ops. They've been running the board this whole time.
If your brain feels like it has 12
And most of the girls on here that got little names about themselves, they date people from Oak Cliff. 88, she dates fucking K-Swan who jumping. And K-Swan is associated with Trap.
Yeah, they real close, son. K-Swan.
Exactly. She called him her baby daddy. And so
okay, so let me ask you this, Duke. Who is this?
That's Savage. Something Savage. What's his name?
Where he from? He from the north?
Yeah, he from the north with Peachhead.
Okay, so me and my husband was looking at this interview last night. It was my first time seeing it. I've saw clips of it forever, but that was my first time actually watching the entire video, right?
Yeah.
And we both noticed the same shit. He didn't like what the fuck 3 was saying. He was uncomfortable as shit while 3 was talking. And then 3 was saying how back in the day, nobody wanted to give him studio time. Nobody wanted to help him from the north. And he got the mic and he said, that's what I'm going through now.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm listening to that, right? And then at the end of the interview, 3 went to talking about what artists he was helping and who he wasn't gonna help, and describing the type of people that he was gonna help and describing the type of people he wasn't gonna help. And dude really went to looking uncomfortable. So I'm like, baby, you see that? He like, hell yeah. So I'm like, okay, if this man is saying that he can't get no help and he trying to get some help with his career, and 3 over here, and he didn't point to him when he said one of the people he was gonna help. In fact, he pointed to Bubba and them in the back and said he was trying to get them to rap. Then this nigga here wouldn't, like that would have created some heat.
but with that situation, Mo3 really didn't tell them what he was gonna say when he got up there anyway. Because Trey Savage, he learned some things about them OGs saying what they were saying. Because I called Mo3 the day before he even went and did that. Right now, the thing is, he was saying some shit that he ain't heard. Like that nigga 3 just didn't say everything. That was the day where he said a whole bunch of shit. And them niggas like, well, damn, I ain't know that. Cause he been ripping and running. He been doing his thing. He been here, there. He just came back from Colombia. He just was over here. He was just there. He was just up there. So yeah, he was moving around. And so he finally addressed the OG situation because Mon and all them who sit over there with Lack, all these people who wanted
And
to
I
take
told my
him.
husband when he kept saying Lack name, I said, baby,
Mhm.
that's another nigga that is now a Mo3 sector content
And,
creator.
and what I'm that's, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Lady MT, what about that
Okay,
video?
yeah.
I keep showing that one.
Yeah, so like I said, that was him getting at the OGs, and these the all the niggas who wanted to do him some harm in real life. Yeah. So,
So
once people know the history, they know the history. But man, but I'm finna get outside, man, for a little, I got things. But I'll pop back in a you did. Y'all keep it cool and smooth, man. Fuck the haters, man. Long live the third, you heard?
I already do. Stay up. Let me know when you post them screenshots and shit too. So y'all, that'll be a part of our deep dive tomorrow. Hopefully by the end, Duke been and posted them and we can deep dive because I said tomorrow we're gonna go into Armani and Bushy and what the other nigga name was? Today Little Lineage. We're gonna go over there to them. We're gonna take a deep dive into them. They're absolutely mocking him and benefiting off his name. But if you were here, yeah, salute to Duke for coming over here to the quarters, baby. We appreciate that. And salute to whoever sent it to him. Yeah, I see how Trig switched up. I do. It's quite fucking interesting. Um, and so I pointed that out a couple of lives ago. What about all the people who are in the Mo3 sector who got those phone calls to be on the interstate that day? I think it is very interesting. All of the fucking people who got them phone calls to be on I-35 that day. I'm quite sure, I said it the other day, I'm quite sure none of Mo3 loved ones received that call, right? Because they didn't even know what had happened. By the time a nigga called Cole Gotti and Miss Nicole, 3 was dead. I said when that OG from North said 3 was fucking up our money, they didn't want to beef with 3 ops because that's how they get their money. Right, MT? So that's what it's looking like to me. It's looking like to me that the New Dallas supporters and the ones who said that 3 was fucking up the money, that they all need to come together, that 3 wouldn't stop. To me, those are key words for me. They are very telling statements when anybody makes them. Jack was posting who wants to make 10K. Yeah, she said that ain't had nothing to do with it though, And she said when she posted about doing damage from opening the door she couldn't close or something like that, say she was talking about talking to Cortita Dean because she knew better than to talk to a reader, that she was a Christian and that it was against their religion.
How funny
Yeah.
is that Christian? What?
That
But the way you act and stuff now and twerk-a-thons and flirting and I don't Christian.
Who said they was called to be there? I know of one, but I didn't hear him say he was told to be there, but he said he was called prior and said he was on the highway and said he had got a call. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I ain't. So in my words, they were called to be there. Okay. But in their words, they just so also happened to be on I-35 and they also happened to have gotten calls right before 3 got killed. Did you see the live what Queen Domain did talking about Trig and the PI lady? No, I didn't. Send it to me. Send it to me. They said Mo3 was fucking up the money, so they had to put an end to it. Right. That video calls Jake to try to disconnect her and her family from GRC. Do you remember when that was? Uh, uh-huh. Yeah, it just seems like it seemed like, and then I saw a very interesting point of view, and I don't know if it's real or not. Y'all tell me. But it was in the comments because under the videos, I always go under the comments. The OGs gave the green light, including Lack, right? And in the comments, it was saying that three had went did that year in jail, and that he was in solitary, right? He was in isolation for a year. Is that, first of all, is that true? Is that true? Did three do a year of jail and most of it in isolation? Funny they talked ill upon spiritual gifts to turn around and all have gifts and blah. Right, right. I noticed that a lot on here. I noticed that a lot on here. Okay, I noticed that a lot on here. And then I also saw in the comments too where they said this case is not as cut and dry as a lot of people think it is because somebody reached out to a spiritual advisor for help on the case and that muddied the water or some shit like that. I read that yesterday on Facebook. Yep, I read that yesterday on Facebook. I'm telling y'all, my fucking watch later playlist is a fool. Mo 3 was everyone's common interest to come together and get him out of the way. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. But if he in fact had did a year right before all this happened and, was in solitary or isolation, then that could speak to why he couldn't come out and just be Mo 3. It would speak to why he was battling between Mo 3, Lil Melvin, and Osama. Okay? That would make a lot of sense. Because if when you went to jail and had to do a year, you was on the straight and narrow. I've heard him say it in a lot of his lives and his interviews that he had turned completely away from the streets. He was all into the rap shit, right? And he said that uh was that a sentence or a no bond situation? I'm not sure. I just seen it in the comments where they were saying, they were saying it's not, because somebody was saying, what was the comment? Live by the gun, die by the gun. He bragged about being a killer, so he got killed, and it was that cut and dry. And so the replier said it's not that cut and dry. He had just did a year in isolation, and that will fuck with your head. So I was like, I wonder if that's true, because if that's true, then that does, you have to factor that in. I hate when people try to act like certain factors aren't to be added into an equation when in fact you absolutely can't leave them out. But she had other readings before Mo 3 reading.
And that's what I say a lot of times. They try to rewrite history. We remember all of it. I'm sorry that the spiritual aspect came in, but it's in. It's in.
Right.
Everybody's getting readings and everybody's trying to be a reader. And so what are we doing? What are we doing? We just gonna X all that out, right? And just go to the part y'all want. That's what I don't like about this sector. But I love that you stayed around and we deep diving with you. You on the line, bro. They keep talking and talking. I love you. Okay, you have a wonderful evening.
All right, baby. Take care and get that grandbaby back to health.
That I'm
Thank you for
still.
coming up.
You're welcome. Bye, baby.
And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. So like the Mo 3 sector, looking at the Mo 3 sector people versus the Mo 3 fans who came here on 11/11 to see what the fuck had happened. I just want y'all to know, for all intents and purposes, in the Sonya quarters, when I speak on the Mo 3 sector, I am not referring to those of you like my family who was here, that came 11/11, who genuinely wanted to see what had happened to that man and want justice for him. I'm not referring to y'all. When I say the Mo 3 sector, I'm talking about the other people. The people who turned it into a sector. The people who transferred it from the Mo 3 sector to the Dallas sector to the Yellow Beezy sector, because I was here for that. When I saw the sector people, all I could say was good googly moo. I'm glad my son, didn't make it in the rap beat. He wanted to be a rapper. I couldn't understand it, but I'm glad he didn't, because Jesus, look how they playing with this man's name. But I do these lives for the Mo 3 fans, for the people who actually give a fuck about what happened to him and want justice for him. I do these lives to try to give some sort of balanced coverage, because I know what it feels like to be a mother of a slain son who was out there in the street doing crazy shit. And so when your child get killed, the people that didn't like him, the people that was scared of him, baby, they come to the internet and they motherfucking me, they fuck over him. I experienced that with my child. I definitely experienced that with people that would not have opened their fucking mouth when he was alive, coming on the internet being real bold and disrespectful. They act as if we forgot what we saw and heard. Roy Lee was 2018, Bubba was 2019, and Alter Ego came out 2019. I don't know about the year. This week I looked at a lot of his paperwork and he didn't do a year. Okay, so that was a lie. But the definitely I know the Bubba and Roy Lee shit really, really fuck with him. The robbers, the Hick situation, the robberies, the Hick situation, the J Baby situation. He didn't do a year for cases he had. Right, Baby J. Um, Even a live video I have of Jocelyn on Instagram, in her comments, T Topic said, "Give me the niggas' names. I would turn them in to the detectives since you want to play." So he really turned Key1 and Devin in. There are 4 generations. 1, original Mo3 bloggers. 2, Mo3 sector. 3, troll beef sector. 4, CPS police play running. STD sector. Coolish, straight up. Straight up. I was brought here by number 1, okay? The original Mo3 people. That's who brought me here. That's who the fuck brought me here. And when they brought me here to a Polish chat, to Polish panel. That's how I was introduced. But it's sick and it's sad how all of these people, because my thing is, right, it's the internet. It's the internet. It's just YouTube. Shit, it's just YouTube. According to them, before the subpoenas came out for the YouTube channels and videos, according to them, even Ryan said it. Them people don't care nothing about no YouTube. Them people don't care nothing about no Mo3 sector. It's too little. According to them, right? The internet people is insignificant. So if they really believe that, then why not just let Mo3 fans have it? I think that they made it worse on themselves by coming on here and portraying themselves as people who wanted to be a spokesperson for Dallas for Mo3 fans. They wanted to, they presented themselves as insiders with inside information that they were willing to bring to the table to help get justice for Mo3. That's how they positioned themselves, okay? In reality, y'all ain't like the man, ain't respect the man. Don't feel like his mama deserved no justice because of what he had done in his life. So wouldn't it have been better for y'all to just leave these people where they was? It would have been better for y'all to just leave these people where they was. Because let's be honest, had y'all not came on here with that bullshit, these people wouldn't even have had access to a lot of these people who were key players in the assassination of Melvin Noble Jr. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that for shits, giggles, clicks, views, and a check. You know? Right. The Mo3 sector wasn't even a sector. Right. and no more than anyone else. And taunt that fact. That is irk my soul. Right. They have vested interest in trying to keep people confused. For a rapper to be gone for 5 years and still sell an album is groundbreaking. Correct. So here's the thing though, Cooley. They only want the Mo3 sector to keep him relevant enough to make money from his brand. Money that they feel like his mother is not entitled to. But they do not want him to be relevant enough to where people outside of Oak Cliff or North Dallas or Dallas period are actually invested in finding out what the fuck really happened. No, no, no. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to do that. Right? They don't want you to do that. They just want you to talk about all the hoes he fucked because they keep him relevant. They want you to talk about the bodies he caught, allegedly, right? Because they keep him relevant. They want you to talk about all the bullshit to keep him relevant enough for the estate and benefactors thereof. But the minute that you actually want to know what happened, you're doing too much. It's Dallas business. Y'all not from here. Y'all don't know. What? Now, Rain absolutely is responsible for keeping the momentum, right? Because if he wouldn't have paid these people to spin narratives, it wouldn't have gotten this big. I think it would still exist. I think people would still be trying to figure it out. The original people would still be trying to figure it out. But it definitely would not have gotten this big. A lot of the shit that they exposed would not have been exposed. I wonder who was giving Ms. Lowdown all that info that turned out being not as crazy as everyone tried to make people believe. But how when they said subpoena for YouTube channels, videos got deleted and they not spreading on Mo3. Some people in the know definitely want the truth out, but they just can't. They can't just say it. Right, DDP? So that's what I had asked Low Keys the other night. I said, I think this is going on too. Was that highway named Thornton like Doss last night? Was it? Don't do that. Don't do that. Was it? Was it? Let me see. Let me see.
Real started posting it. Real life, she started posting it. Just man, they be lying. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have asked.
Yeah, that was another thing. That was another thing. Three and that boy sitting next to him, whoever Duke just said he was, they did not agree. They didn't agree on shit. That boy was not agreeing with Three. Like, y'all go back and look at that video. The real life Street Stars video when Mo3 was talking about the North Dallas OGs. Go back and look at that video. That boy was not happy with what the fuck Three was saying at the fuck all. He was not happy. And for the rest of the interview, he was very the fuck uncomfortable. He was very uncomfortable. Let me see if that highway was called, what y'all said it was called. Let me see when this video was. Matter of fact. Okay, this was February of 2019. That particular video. Because Bubba was still alive. Bubba was in that video. Sean G was in that video. At the end, Sean G was talking at the end. He didn't come on camera, but he definitely was talking at the end. I'm trying to see, is that the name of the goddamn highway? Maybe it's already in the comments. Let me see if y'all done already put it in the comments. I know they had a lot going on in Oak Cliff and South Dallas around that time. They had a lot going on around that time. Let me get to the comments. Oh, yes, it is. What's my Instagram? The same as my name. So it's MAD. Hold on. Somebody give my Instagram, give my IG in the chat, y'all. One of y'all. But do you see how when they got wind of YouTube channels being subpoenaed, videos got deleted, and they are not covering Mo3 at all? Yes, I see that. The sector isn't responsible for all of his spins, etc. But I get that his bullshit did keep 3 name and people's mouths. Not for the right reason, but yeah, I get it. Yes, it is called R.L. Thornton, baby. And that's some more dots that connect, right? Because you had all them empire people getting killed around that time. Even Hernandez Govan daughter was signed to Empire and went to Houston and got killed around that time. Hey, Big Nutter. I'm gonna look at it again, madam. Okay. How did the sector know of each other's in order to become one? Can you give a date or the title? I need to see that. Okay. It's called. I'll drop the link in the chat. How about that? I'll drop the link in the chat for y'all.
How about that?
There you go. Thank you, sweet babe. Facts, Tony. How did the sector? Okay, so are you ready to go down that Dallas, Memphis, Houston, and Cali rabbit hole? Shit. It's called I Got Money on itself. One shout out to Ratchet. Yes, ma'am. The pipeline is heavy, baby. That pipeline. They stay talking about that motherfucking pipeline. Hey, Sister. How did the Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale go? Hopefully it went good. Thank you. Drop that video from your IG in the chat as well, please. Yo, I sent you the Cotita video that was mentioned. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, there is definitely a Cali connection, right? Because I showed y'all in the live we did where we covered some of the paperwork and we went over them fucking phone numbers, right? Remember that? And they definitely had 3 LA phone numbers, which were the only phone numbers in all them damn phone numbers that they were doing time advances on. It was 3 Los Angeles phone numbers. Ignore the comment I deleted. Okay. Okay. It was definitely 3 LA numbers. It was also a number from Waco. It was a Houston number. Yeah, I was like, well, wait a minute, y'all. This because as we was going over them, I was like, okay, y'all, let's look up these area codes. And then we went to looking up them area codes. I say Waco. Now wait a minute, y'all. Now didn't I hear a conspiracy theory about Waco? They couldn't eat when 3 was alive. Now since his demise, they eating off his name. They getting real rich. Is 3 death was life changing. Okay, so Coolin, Sweet Babe, 2 of the people I know in the chat that were here in the beginning. There's a question. It says, if y'all did not know each other, then how the fuck y'all all came together in the beginning? They, what about Big Worm? Okay, Otis. You want to tell the class about Big Worm? Otis? Yep, Beto went back to Waco right after it happened, is what I heard right after it happened. Well, if y'all look at them fucking numbers that was subpoenaed for the records, it was definitely a Waco number. It was definitely a Waco number. Now, I don't remember by heart the time period that they wanted for the Waco number. I just know that most of the numbers, they was subpoenaing records as far back as from 2018 up until 2021. Okay. Yeah, they definitely were subpoenaing records all the way back from 2018. So then the question is, how long had they been planning this? How long had they been planning this? Searching for what happened to Mo3 led us to YouTube. Then the algorithm did the rest. So there's the answer to your question, person who had asked it. Tony Mac 27. There go your answer. Okay. So it's just like if something happens now, if we search it, right? And we watch at least 2 videos on that shit, and you go back to your home page and watch what the algorithm do. Watch what the fuck the algorithm do. So if you, because back then, right, at first it wasn't no live. So if you got all these people that came, these thousands of people that came to the internet to see what happened on 11/11, and they all watching the same videos and they making comments under the same videos, and then these content creators such as T3 who did the war on Dallas starts going live, those people are gonna come. They're gonna come. So that's how that happened. That's how that happened. I think that it irritates them because now let me readjust and put myself in the shoes of the people from Oak Cliff who had family that was murdered that Mo3 rapped about. Well, hey, Nurse P, welcome back home. If I were, what happened to Mo3 is a lot deeper than what we know. Oh, that we know. In my opinion, the search time frame goes back to time frames of other investigations, etc. The GRC investigation, when people could have started talking, right? They was watching all them for years prior. Correct. Agreed. That's facts. It's not nobody truth. That's actual facts as they occurred. What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, the other side, right? I'm putting myself in the shoes of the other side. This would absolutely irritate my soul, right? If let's just say that I had made the decision that I wanted blood for my son blood. Because initially that's what the fuck I said. It took for God to set me down and talk to me on the first for me to shut the fuck up and change my mind about the course of action that I wanted to occur leading in time after in the aftermath. Okay. But we ain't talking about me and my boy. We talking about the people who had family that was killed and Mo3 rapped about it, trolled about it, took credit for it. If I was them people and I had chosen to get blood for my son's blood, and then it went through, right? The nigga got killed. Ha 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 ha, right? And then in my head, because I'm so Dallas, right? Most of them don't leave Dallas. I'm so Dallas that I don't know that the rest of the world fuck with him the way they do. So I'm thinking it's nothing. Right? It's nothing. We got police on the payroll. Like this money behind this. This was strategic. It was an operation that involved multiple cities, multiple jurisdictions. All right. Here we go. My bad, y'all. When my people call, I'm gonna answer. My husband fussed at me for not. Um, Go back to the Mexican cartel and Big Worm. I'm staying my motherfucking ass in the house on here and at home. We had a snowstorm down here. Damn, Nurse P. It was snowing all up there, huh? The MO3 was already on the internet with followers. It was also during the pandemic, correct. And a lot of people were stuck in the house, correct. They was watching okay, yeah, I read all that. And law enforcement. I heard that Trap mom was trolling, laughing at Mo3. Trap mama, I seen her on Facebook here recently when Trap and his CME brothers were beefing. And she absolutely Trap sisters and his mama. They be with the shit. They definitely be with the shit. Okay, they definitely be with the shit. They definitely be with the shit. But you also gotta think about it too, though, right? How many of them if Trap love them people, then you got to know that the mama loved them too. So I don't discount that. I don't discount that. But again, that go back to what I was saying in the beginning, y'all, was okay. So at what point do the new old people, at what point do we start acting like old people? At what point do we stop glorifying the shit that's gonna have us missing a whole fucking generation? I done heard it all. I didn't know you needed a motherfucker's permission to motherfucking read. These people is motherfucking crazy. Fuck them people, Nurse P. Karma is a nasty bitch. She need to grow up. They started it. Yeah, you know. They be leading the motherfucking children to slaughter. Or listen, Nurse P, we need a GPS coordinates as well. Parents not parenting. They leading their children to slaughter. They leading them to slaughter. And I can't get jiggy with that shit, y'all. I just can't get jiggy with it. Oh shit, hold on. Let's see. All right, let's see what these messages say. That's the Fats boy that date Jackie. Was after Mo3 died. Okay, bet. I got all your links. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't get jiggy with it. Because I had a son who wanted to be street so motherfucking bad. And I wasn't jiggy with that shit. I don't give a fuck what I did when I was a young woman. Okay. That was when I was in my 20s. I was young. So I thought and act like a young dumb motherfucker. But at this point, fuck, we too old for that. What the fuck Abuelita look like with that bullshit? And then my thing is, right, soldiers is necessary, y'all. Y'all got to know me to know that I don't believe in throwing away nobody. And I, honest to God, have seen children and people who I truly feel in my heart were born to be soldiers. They were not born to go to school or be academics or educational. They were not, but they were born to be soldiers. I done met these kind of people. I love these kind of people. I got them in my heart. I got some boogeymans that lay near and dear to my heart. I just believe in structure. And I believe in everybody playing their position and staying true to their position. So you can't straddle the fence. If you a soldier and you get older and it's your job to train the other soldiers, well, train them correctly. Train them to know who their enemies are. Hey, but didn't Room 901 say that the sister and mom was on trap paperwork? If I comprehend correctly, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I done stayed an hour longer than what I said I was gonna stay. Yes, they are. The sister said the tool was hers. Whoo, whoo, whoo. So now what I'm asking is right now, right? We're gonna stay. I'm here 3:19. We're gonna stay till I've been here 3:30. Because the rest of the show is gonna be our preparation for tomorrow's show. Any questions y'all have that y'all want me to dive into tonight? Any videos that y'all want me to make sure I got queued up for tomorrow? Any theories, any old Facebook posts, Instagram posts, YouTube lives, any of that y'all want to be a part of tomorrow's broadcast, go ahead and start sending it to me at my IG that Sweet Babe drop down. Drop the link for. Send it to me. Some people growth stopped at a young age for a variety of reasons. You could be 60 in age and 5 in the mind and emotionally. Yeah, that's why they got old fools. And the mama allegedly was going to speak to the vehicles they drove, if I remember correctly. But hey, I don't know nothing. I got everything from the Mo 3 sector type shit. Okay, low key. Okay, low key. Okay, low key. We taking the low key approach now. You know, my husband been home for an hour now, I think. And I still been on here with y'all. So, you know, I need him to give me attention. I need to give him some attention. So we got a hot 10 minutes. We got a hot 10 minutes. If anybody want to close the show out, coming on the panel and giving a statement or your opinion or your perception or your point of view. Sin has a video posted reading SG's statement. Sean G's statement. I think I remember that. Petty Betty. I think I remember that. I mean, between Sin, listen, and that's what I'm saying, right? So, like, Sin, Ratchet, Skull, So Player, they've dropped a lot of information. They have dropped a lot of information. Not only have they dropped a lot of information, they have had some very key players on their panels that I've actually been able to see. We can't discount that. Ratchet has been compromised now. Can't trust him. Miss O, have you ever noticed that all the ones who are real leaders like Dolph Mo 3 and others get killed or end up locked up for a long time? And that's historical. That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand why people are still fighting to get in this line of work. I don't understand why people still fighting to get into this industry. Look at Pimp C. Look at Tupac. Look at Michael Jackson. They do away with all of them. If you fuck around and you come in the way they want you to, so they push you and now you have a huge platform, and then you switch up on them and you start speaking out and making music about how you actually feel about what's going on in the world, yeah, you might as well start the countdown every single time. And if you don't end up dead, then you end up, being crazy. The industry is a very evil and dangerous. Correct. Sometimes I feel like, did we ever have a chance? I mean, at some point we have to take accountability too. And they would. For the most part, they all wanted away from the industry ties. Nip, Dolph, Prince, MJ. We're now living in an era where the new normal on a daily basis is losing our babies from 2 to 15 years old, yet we still can't come together. They set it up that way for sure. Yeah, so at some point though, right? And I did a live on this a long time ago, y'all, over here in the quarters. I don't even remember the name of it, but I'll just reiterate. At some point, if you're going to play the game, if we're going to finally get in the game, because the game is already being played. If you're going to finally get in the game, it's some things you have to do first. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. You have to elect your chiefs. Find your tribe, right? Find your motherfucking tribe. And you got to remember, first and foremost, the prelude is to remember that just because they have the same skin hue as you, don't mean they are us. Okay? And that's where a lot of people historically in this country have been fucked. Even Martin Luther King. the Black Panthers. Every I mean, come on. But that's because you got to know that race is a United States construct. And a lot of these people are foreigners. They are descendants of foreigners, the founding foreigners. Once you find your tribe, then you have to find your you know, you got to identify, you got to pick your team. Who is your team? Who's on your team? There will never be a day where all melanated people come together. I wouldn't listen. Yeah, now, you know, call me Uncle Ruckus, no relation to a lot of these motherfuckers. And then we have to take accountability first and foremost, right? You just got to take accountability because a lot of this shit we welcomed. It may have been when we were at a level of maturity that was, you know, a little weaker than where we at now. But it's a lot of shit that we welcomed. It's a lot of motherfuckers who didn't like that the whole neighborhood knew they mama and grandma and daddy and papa. And if you was around the corner and 2 blocks up and you did something you had no business doing, the neighbor could get on your ass. A lot of people didn't like that. So when they became adults and started having children, guess what they changed? Don't nobody tell my child a motherfucking thing. We got to be honest with ourselves about this type of shit that we were entertained by and how they was even able to make the numbers they were able to make. A lot of this shit we allowed, and we're living in the results of the shit that we were okay with. Hey, we order receipts. Thanks for dropping down. Clarence Summers definitely ain't one of us. Come on. They put people who look like us in position for very key and specific reasons for the most part, but we ain't gotta go down that rabbit hole. That's the gist of it. That's the whole of it. Because again, when people show you who they are, fucking believe them. Believe them. So no, I was not a Mo3 fan. I'm not really a fan of most entertainers, right? Because to me, you sold out. You sold out. You push death and destruction in exchange for riches, not wealth, riches. Look at the type of shit that we glorify. It's no more family and togetherness. Motherfuckers have a baby shower that costs $10,000 and ain't had a wedding. Ain't got a ring. Motherfuckers a clown a woman or a man who want to fight for somebody that they didn't had a kid with. It's now normal to say just because you had a baby by somebody don't mean y'all supposed to be together. What? What the fuck about a kid say one? Nothing. You cannot jack off and get pregnant. You cannot jack off and have a baby. That's not how that work. It take two. Motherfuckers got wealth and rich confused. I don't give a fuck how much you got in the bank. If you don't know how to go turn that soil over, you fucked. You broke than a bitch to me. I don't give a fuck how much the clothes you wearing costs. If your child go to kindergarten and can't count and can't spell a motherfucking name, but they laced up in Prada and Jordan and Gucci, you broke to me. I don't give a fuck. And I've always been this way though, y'all. This like I literally can bring a panel of motherfuckers that been knowing me all my life, and they're gonna tell you that I have always been this way. And I ain't never gave a fuck about who felt some sort of way. Fuck you. This is how I see it.
So I'm a mob one deep if yeah, I don't even want you coming with me because I see how you think and you gonna fuck around and get me in trouble. You gonna tell my business. Especially if I was on some slick shit. Hell no. I see how you move. I had cousins, Nurse Pete, who had doctorates. And come COVID, they were arguing with me because I wouldn't go get the shot. I'm like, motherfucker, didn't you just see before the shot came out? The United States government gave blanket immunity to anybody who created the shot, anybody who distributed the shot, any job that required their employees to get the shot. What the fuck would they need blanket immunity for if it was all good? Like, use your common sense. What the fuck? What happened to people using their brain to think? Is it because we got cell phones now and don't nobody got to remember all the motherfucking phone numbers? Huh? Is it because you got the internet so you don't have to search a motherfucking address? You don't have to write a letter? It's because look like people brains turn to fucking mush and they can't think for their goddamn self. Just go for any motherfucking thing. You know, I'm just, that's crazy work. And I had to get it. The second dose, damn near took me the fuck out. Come on. I know people who lost their lives fucking with it. God said only a few will be chosen. And if I have to walk alone to be chosen, I'd rather walk alone. Come on, man. The path most commonly taken is leading you to destruction, straight to the slaughterhouse. But hey, if your soul compels you to go that road, by all means, go ahead. Please get the fuck away from me. By all means, go ahead now. That means you ain't my people. We ain't equal. I ain't one of you. Go. Get on. Go ahead. Toodaloo. It's a lot of people who don't know how to take accountability. It's a lot of people who don't know how to stand and say, you know what? I remember that this is the way I had looked at it. And so I had taught this, but I was wrong. I now realize that I was wrong. And that's actually not the way that people should look at it. I don't understand what's so motherfucking hard about a grown motherfucker being able to say I was wrong. What's happening, slump? Welcome home. Welcome the fuck home. You're here at the end. We getting ready to go. So, you know, if you one of them gophers, this ain't for you over here. It's not for you. It's not for you. This is not for you. I don't want you around me. No matter what, I'm speaking of our people. A lot of our families are conditioned to be mentally and financially poor. Agreed. And that was strategically done, Nurse P. So it's up to those of us who can see to start strategizing so that we can implement things today that will take effect in the next generations or so. Like it ain't going. We didn't get here because of something that happened one generation ago. This shit been going on for generations. The mythology, the strategies were put in place before our grandparents was even alive. So it's definitely not going to change in our generation. It's just not. But if you was born in the 70s and 80s, then you absolutely was able to see the contrast. You were able to see the problems. You were able to see what tricks was played. We was just able to see a whole lot more. I think if you born in the 70s and 80s, you was just blessed to be able to see some shit that needed to be seen. It's just like what you're gonna do about it. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's it. You know, that's it. And it's crazy because I was given a vision of healing crystals and the things, the initiatives that healing crystals will launch, and it addresses all of our cries, literally all of our cries. But I ain't gonna lie, the last few days I've been feeling like it'll never happen. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Don't nobody really want it. Don't nobody really want it. Nobody really. People say they won't change, but do they really? Do they really want to be a part of change? Eh. Listen, the people that be hollering about devil worshiping and hoodoo and voodoo and shit, they don't even realize that they in church performing rituals every time they drink of his blood and eat of his flesh. They don't even want to admit that they performing seances every time they have them altar prayer where they sing those hymnals and beckon on a spirit. That's a fucking seance, okay? It's a fucking seance. They don't even realize it. They tell you that God made the heavens and the earth, but they tell you that if you look at the stars and inquire and learn about them, study them, that's devil worshiping. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yep. So there's that. Y'all done kept me on here 6 minutes past then. I got to go. I got to go to my husband, y'all. I got to go to my husband. I cannot neglect my husband. We newlyweds. I can't neglect my husband for y'all. I fuck with y'all, but I can't neglect my husband for y'all. So here is my son, Cordell, aka KO. He's gonna take us out of here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.
In the city, I know that it's killer be killed, either be eight, snake to be snake. I walk out alone, but I'm clutching my jerk, cause I know they ain't right and I know that they fake. And I'm trying to flip tour, but I know that these niggas be snitching and pointing me out to the jakes. When I gun at a nigga on aim for his waist, I'ma make sure he hit and stand over his face. Now they take that they mad cause they don't got no case in this first 48 and they ain't got no lead. While me and Lil Bro, we back smoking on trees. When you break down the wood with that bitch down with lean. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend. I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the weed. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend. I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the blunt. No cap, let hummus some rats. When it's time to go kill, while black on the hunt. We do shit our movies, but this ain't a stunt. Wrong move, turn this bitch to a scene. I high off the shrooms and I mix it with beans. Wide awake, seeing shit from my dreams. Moving slow cause I'm full of the lean. Catch the boy lacking, turn here to some green. I'ma tell you the truth, I'm high as a bitch. I'm a lot to the judge cause I'm never asleep. I'm rapping and trapping till I'm old and rich. I'ma buy me some land and duck off with my bitch. Tryna sort out my price and get found in the ditch. With a face full of maggots, a hat full of mud. I don't care what you reppin', don't call me a blood. Put in work for the set, they gon' die by the cuz. Tryna get up your name, you gon' die by some buzz. I was just in the trenches, I know where I was. All it take is one Drake, man, them bitches went wild. I was down on my dick, I just still in our car. I'll pop a few bosses to send me to Mars. When I woke up in jail, I had to take a little pause. You a change on your gang, I'll die for the cause. No cap, I'ma die for the cause.
They get back a motherfucker.